Ready, Bake?
Yep, ready to go.
Wyatt, are you ready?
Make sure that's
One. I don't see red over there. Scoreboard's four. Good evening and welcome to DeKalb High School Baron Football. We are so glad you're joining us tonight for some huge football action. With me tonight, Ryan Baker doing our commentary. How are you, Ryan?
Oh, I'm great. Glad to be here. Another Baron football game. We're in the brand new press box. Nothing better.
Love that. With me also, Wyatt Nepper. Wyatt, how are you tonight?
pretty good. I'm glad to be here. Always excited for Barron football. Another great opportunity for DeKalb High School to show off its many talents.
Yeah, we just love what's happening and in the new digs tonight. Really, really excited about that. Swing your camera around, Wyatt. Let's pick up some new dig stuff. Um, yeah, we are coming into the new digs tonight. We're going to just give you a little shot of what's happening. Mr. Baker and myself happen. I got to squat help a little wide, but our brand new press box. So we're really excited about that. We'll talk to more of you about our brand new press box at halftime. That'll be exciting, and also new field digs. So we're really excited about that. New on-field cameras. We're excited about that. So we'll get another shot for you coming up there, but we are 34 minutes away from game time, and really, really excited about what could be happening tonight as the Barons take on the Leo Lions. What do you think, Ryan?
Well, all week I've been worried about this game. The Barons are 0-12 all time against the Leo Lions, but I think that streak ends tonight. I think the Barons finally pull out that win. This is a phenomenal team. Coach Robertson's come in and done a great job with this Baron team. We've seen improvements offensively and defensively. So I think tonight's the night that the Barons finally knock off the Lions.
Well, we are excited about it. I think too, I'm with you. The Barons have never beaten Leo. Come close, but Leo has just had such phenomenal clubs over the last decade, decade plus. And tonight, I believe the Barons are playing really, really well. I hope they have what it takes to come up against them tonight. I'm confident that Coach Robertson has them prepared as well as he can have them prepared. They give up a little bit of size to the Lions. They give up a little bit of mass to the Lions. They give up a little bit of speed to the Lions. However, I think what they've made up in determination and grit this summer makes up for that extensively. So really, really excited about that. A lot of things happening tonight. We're just really, really excited about what's going on tonight. Neon night tonight. Gavin, our on-field guy, down on the field, catching some neon here and there. He's also getting a picture of some senior parents that are happening right down there. They're going to start for senior night. Our marching band coming in down there tonight. Really excited though. I think, to me, I've got it a dead even game. Some guys are giving Leo a touchdown, 7 points, but I'm pretty confident that tonight the Barons are going to hang with them.
Yeah, well, Leo is going to be without their stud running back Nathan Foster. He is on pace, set Leo rushing records, averaging 175 yards a game and 19 total touchdowns for on the season. And being out tonight is a huge plus for the Barons. Obviously, it's next man up for Leo, but hopefully the Barons can take advantage of that opening in that position.
Well, and it's going to be real interesting to see just how we get it done tonight. But I'm pretty confident that, like you said, I believe that we're going to be able to really do some good stuff tonight.
Senior of the football team. Easy. Sentinel. And 45. Here from the Cal football. He's also involved in the Cal track and National Honor Society. After graduating, exists your plans to go to college and study exercise science. Our next speaker, Christina Blaker. Excellent first place. And is his fourth year participating in DeKalb football.
Tell him he doesn't have to get their backs.
Bay.
Go to the next one.
We're graduating, he plans to earn a degree.
Get our backs. And then switch to the next one.
Next up,
Holds for a little bit and then switch.
Canada. Escorted by David in spring. Jack's fourth year participating in DeKalb football. He's also
Let's
involved in
say
FFA.
line,
For graduating, he plans to work
the ball line,
and
and cross it, switch.
to study agriculture. Our next senior is Ashton Kennedy. Escorted by Holly Kennedy. Ashton's fourth year participating in DeKalb football. After graduating, he plans to join the workforce. Our next senior is Brady Kohler. Escorted by Nathan and Mandy. Brady's fourth year participating in DeKalb football. He is also involved in basketball, boys volleyball, student athletic leadership team, and National Honor Society. After graduating, he plans to study pre-dental with plans to become an oral surgeon. Our next senior is Austin Kirkpatrick. He's being escorted by Angela Nyman. This is Austin's third year participating in DeKalb football. After graduating, he plans to attend Ball State University to study sports management. Our next senior is Eli McCormick. Eli is being escorted by Helen McCormick and Reese McCormick. This is Eli's fourth year participating in DeKalb football. After graduating, he plans to attend Ball State and study sports administration. Next up is Bo Feinhardt. And a fourth time. This is Bo's fourth year participating in DeKalb football. He is also involved in basketball and baseball. After graduating, he plans to attend Trump University to study therapy. Our next senior is Brayden Cole. Supported by Russ Howell, Chris Howell, and Jonathan Moore.
Big shout out to Braden. He's one of our BTVers. Works in our newsroom, getting all kinds of stories. Also does his own segments. You can catch him on BTV all the time.
Supported by the Joseph English, Brandon Penrod, and Michelle Penrod. This is Zeke's fourth year participating in DeKalb football. He is also a member of the basketball team. After graduating, he plans to join the workforce. Our next senior is Caden Rice. By Ben and Amanda Rice. This is Caden's first year participating in DeKalb football. He is also a member of the basketball team. After graduating, his plans are still undecided. Next up is Connor Schmidt. Connor is being escorted by Andy and Casey. This is Connor's fourth year participating in DeKalb football. He is also involved in basketball and track. After graduating, he plans to study biology. Our next senior is Noah Spears. Escorted by Jessica Wallace and Corey Wallace. This is Noah's fourth year participating in DeKalb football. Plans after graduation are undecided at this time. Next up is Brody Wilson. Escorted by Lisa and Mikewood. This is Brody's fourth year participating in DeKalb football. After graduating, he plans to go to college and major in business and finance. Our last senior for the football team is Mr. Camden Zwick. Camden is being escorted by Kathy Brooks and John Zwick. Camden's fourth year participating in DeKalb football. He is also involved in boys volleyball. His plans after graduation are undecided at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for our senior football player. Thank you for your time and dedication to the sport. Our first senior cheerleader is Kenna Hutter. And is being escorted by Hilton Hall and Kelsey Hutter. This is Kenna's fourth year participating in DeKalb cheer. She is also involved in student government and National Honor Society. After graduating, Kenna plans to study to become a flight nurse. Next up is Hayden Wallace. Hayden is being escorted by Amanda Wallace. This is Hayden's fourth year participating in DeKalb cheer. She is also involved in student government. After graduating, she plans to study dentistry. Let's give a big round of applause to our senior cheerleaders. Thank you for your time and dedication to this program. Our first senior cross-country runner is Sydney Helper. Sydney is being escorted by Brooke Ryle and Nick Helper, as well as Amanda Helper. This is Sydney's fourth year participating in DeKalb cross country. She is also involved in DeKalb track and field. After graduating, Sydney plans to attend cosmetology school. Our next senior is Peyton Patino, escorted by Stephen Hall and Brenda Patino. This is Peyton's fourth year participating in DeKalb cross country. She is also involved in track and field. After graduating, she plans to study biology or health science to become a physical therapist. Next up is Claire Woodcox, escorted by Brad Woodcox and Amy Ear. This is Claire's fourth year participating in DeKalb cross country. She is also involved in show choir, dynamics, theater, track and field, cross country, National Honor Society, and student government. After
She's
graduating,
also a
she plans to
BT
attend
Beaver, I'm
Indiana
going to throw in
University
there.
to earn a bachelor's degree in biology with the intention of becoming a physician assistant.
Claire's another one of our news anchors. She anchors with Wyatt quite often.
Being escorted by Jonathan Clinton and Catherine Clinton. This is Connor's fourth year participating in DeKalb cross country. He is also involved in unified bowling and unified track and field. Connor is undecided of his plans after graduating. Next up is Griffin Elkin. Griffin is being escorted by Shelly Elkin and Greg Elkin. This is Griffin's fourth year participating in DeKalb cross country. He is also involved in band, theater, and track and field. After graduating, he plans to attend Trine University and minor in chemistry while majoring in biology. Let's give a big round of applause to all of our senior cross-country runners.
Well, great to see so many seniors involved, Baker. I know you've got seniors involved also. They talked about Connor down there. You know, he's part of the unified teams.
Yeah, Connor does a great job on the bowling and track team. You know, it's always nice because we have that. He has that experience with cross country. He brings that to track, so he's a really good runner when it comes to the 400.
Well, and it's just exciting to see him down there with all of our other people. Just really, really great.
Yeah.
Well, the band taking the field now. Baker, I'm going to turn it over to you. I've got to duck out a little bit. I'm going to leave you and Wyatt in charge. So good luck to you guys, and I will be back with you in just a second.
All right.
I'll be with you in a sec.
Yep, and there's a picture of those stands like you were talking about. You can see our old home stands being taken up now, and excited to see our home stands and how well they're filling up, how well they've filled up this season, and how much people have been out here to support DeKalb athletics.
Had a lot of good crowds. A lot of good games. DeKalb. Talk about the first two where DeKalb came up just shy of winning and lost by each one was a 7-point loss, and they looked but both teams looking very good. I know the Leo fans are expecting a very good game tonight from their side, but so are the Barron fans. And they're getting ready to start the DeKalb fight. So.
Yep, and I'm glad that we're able to hear your lovely voice. You cut out there just a second ago when Friels
no.
left. He may have turned off your mic instead of his.
Oh, well, that's Friels for you. He likes to do stuff like that. You
Yeah.
never know. Was it on purpose? Was it an accident? We'll never know. That other press box looks really small from over here. If you think about that.
It really does, and I'm glad that we're not over there before. This is a nice place we've got. So thankful for it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. School song.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of
All right, so another fantastic job from the Barron Brigade and the DeKalb cheerleaders, bringing the school song. After that only means one thing. We are getting closer to the start of the game, so probably have the national anthem coming very soon. And there it is. All right, another great job with the national anthem. We were still 15 and a half minutes away from kickoff. So if you're just tuning in, you have about 15 minutes to, get whatever done that you need to do, and then we're going to bring the action to you. So again, tonight we have the Leo Lions visiting your DeKalb Barons.
And this looks to be a tough matchup. I mean, looking at their past and how they've played against different teams. DeKalb's 6-2. Am I correct?
Yes.
And then Leo is 6-1, 7-1.
Yeah, 7-1 versus 6-2. Fun fact: DeKalb is 0-12 all time against Leo. So today would be the first win in the series. So we're hoping we get it tonight, and it is a very, very good opportunity for the Barons to win this game.
Yes, it is, and I'm very excited for it. I mean, I think it's going to be a really tough matchup. Two really good teams accomplished throughout this season, both heavy in conference. This is going to be big in conference and how that lines up in the end.
Yeah, if you if you care about second place in conference, that's basically what this game is. Now, where that is big for DeKalb is, we're used to following towards, like, in the past however many years we've fallen in the mid to end part, middle to bottom tier of the conference. So to say DeKalb has a chance to finish, second place in the conference, obviously you want first, but second place is, miles above where we've finished in previous years.
And it's leaps and bounds. I mean, as we're getting closer, we're just getting better and more accomplished. Now, Friels is back. We're happy to have him.
There you go. I had to take a little break back down there and talk to some senior football players
there you
here
go.
on senior night. So we're back at it. But yeah, I agree with you guys. I think to think about we're finishing second in the conference this year is huge. And so I'm not saying that we couldn't have done this without a coaching change. You don't know. But anytime you change things, there's a new importance on things and a
Yes.
new look at things. So, a lot of these guys are the same guys that played last year and the year before and the year before that. And they're working just as hard now. But that just refreshed newness is huge. And tonight we're seeing that, and hopefully this game tonight's going to be proof of that. And we're going to be able to get off to a good start against the Lions tonight.
Yeah, and well, like you said, anytime you have a change, you want to win. We have new coaching staff, new stands, new press box, newer field. The Barons are here. The Barons are here to show everyone that we are a football team again.
Yeah.
For the longest time, people thought DeKalb and they're like, football, no way.
Well, and I love that. You look at the enthusiasm tonight at the new stadium. The cheerleaders are going running out there in their neon outfits to join the band, get a shot coming out here. Just some really, really good things happening. And when you do make a change, like let's say this press box we're setting in,
Yeah.
or even the turf field 5 years ago, our four, what is it, our fourth year on it? Third. I've lost track. But every time you do something, it renews, that will to go, will to win, And so I love that fact. I remember every year when we get a new set of jerseys, the boys would always be pumped out about it. It's like, wow. And it's like, boys, it's not going to change how we play. Okay.
Yeah.
But they're excited about it. So love what's happening. Love what's happening. Big matchup tonight, though. We talked about it a little bit earlier. A lot of things, McCormick knocking on the door of some records. Obviously, our leading all-time passer, Eric Weber, back in the day, got a ways to go before he catches Weber. But right now, he's poised to move into 11th place tonight if he can catch Mark Lepley. He only needs 89 yards throwing right to move him into 11th place. And then, it's just a short climb. He's a couple hundred behind Lusher. He's a couple hundred behind Sassanella. He's a couple hundred behind Price. So there's some really, really chances for McCormick to finish strong here tonight and move himself up into the record books. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there was a lot of big Baron names you just read off.
Oh, you think about that. I mean, I'm even, when you think about career receptions, you've got Will Chrisman up there at the very, very top.
Oh, Will Chrisman,
But
yeah.
Bell is really, really close. So, we're hoping that he continues to move his way up there. So, going to be exciting.
Well, and we still have another game next week, and it is a team that we beat before. So let's hope that also turns into at least 2 more games. You know, hey,
Yep.
3, 4. You know, however long the Baron team can carry this wave.
You know, we talk about what's happening to the Barons, but Wyatt's got some great Leo stats. You know, he's reminding me that, you know, even Leo has some guys that are just doing great. You know, receiving yards. You know, Tackwell for them has been averaging 33 yards a game, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. You know, Foster, and he's in tonight, right? You were talking about.
He is, from what I've been told, he is out tonight.
Okay, so that's a running back.
Yeah, that is their
You know,
starting running back.
And he's averaging 175 yards a game. Without him, you know, Titus Stoller comes in at 44 yards. So that's a big loss for them. But, you know, I always like to say, well, you know, would Stoller have 175 if,
Right.
you know, if Foster hadn't been there? So, you know, it'll be interesting to see what happens there. And then, of course, you know, Foster also total of 19 touchdowns. He's their leading touchdown scorer this year. Without him tonight, the Barons have just got a little bit more edge, Yeah, so I'm really, really excited about, you know, what we're looking at here. You know, hopefully we can continue to work their way into some scores tonight and into some record books. So, yeah, I'm excited about the game tonight.
Yeah, this is definitely a big game as well for, you know, you look at the playoffs coming up. If the Barons are able to knock off Columbia City and Leo is able to defeat Bishop Dwenger next week, then we will actually play Leo at Leo in 2 weeks.
Which is going to be really, really exciting. You know, if they play them in 2 weeks, I think that's just going to be, yeah, we've all been talking about it, but it is going to get crazy here because maybe you've talked about this when I was gone, but we draw Columbia City.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the draw. So
We beat them. We beat them already this year, and we play them at home in the new stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go back to the top of the bracket, so we're going to have to play on the road. But if we win that game on the road, we're back on the bottom of the bracket with potentially East Noble coming in undefeated if they win tonight for a rematch here at home. So right now it will be us at home against Columbia City, on the road, and the way I understand it, if East Noble's still winning, East Noble would travel here for the championship game.
Yeah, so I mean that is a possibility. Also, I mean obviously you have to win,
right?
And you know you look at the state rankings. You have East Noble, Leo, and Bishop Dwenger all in the top 10, and all in the same sectional. So, you know, the game of the week next week. I mean, if you're obviously we're all going to be here watching DeKalb, but you know if you're a Fort Wayne area person or you don't know where you want to go next week, you know, that Leo and Bishop Dwenger game, 2 top 10 teams, first round of sectional.
There is no doubt that's going to be a huge, huge game. You think about, wow, you know, that's powerhouses right there, you know.
Well, Leo's used to it because they usually draw East Noble every year. So luckily they're like, hey, we drew away from East Noble,
right.
But you got Bishop Dwenger.
The end zone, crowding out with people. We're waiting on the teams. They have not left the locker room yet.
It's a beautiful night for football here as well. You know, I am upset. I have to complain, Mr. Free.
Okay, you might as well get it out before the game. Yeah.
So look across. What do you not see?
Well, I don't see anybody in our spot in the
sunlight
windows. Oh, that's right, sunlight.
The first game we get over here and there's no sun.
You are
blinded
right.
down over there.
We're normally blinded until the second quarter. You're absolutely right.
No, but you know what? I am more than happy to be over here in this beautiful new press box, and you know this is amazing.
The Leo Lions begin their walk out of the locker room from clear across the field. As Wyatt picks them up. They are making their walk, and they look determined tonight. We'll see if they are ready to go tonight as they continue to walk out of the locker room.
Oh, and shout out to Zach Shutt, who's watching from home.
The last of the Leo Lions coming over to the field. Last minute preparations coming on. DeKalb doing some very strategic things. You know, they have been waiting for Leo to get out of the locker room so that they can make a grand entrance. Mm-hmm. You know, they don't want Leo to miss their grand entrance. Now, Leo is standing where they need to walk. So we're going to see the Barons are at the locker room. And there, the flag is at the locker room, ready to go. And you can see it getting ready to come out of the locker room. There it comes. And the Lions are going to take the field right in front of them. But you can see the flag crossing in the background. It's such a gamesmanship here. You know, Coach Robertson, he wants to make sure that the Leo Lions are on the field when they come out. He wants to
Absolutely.
let them know that they are ready. The tunnel ready here for Friday Night Lights.
We got some fire trucks rolling in.
They are. It is going to get hot tonight. What can we say? Coaching staff now emerging from the locker room. And here come the Barons following the American flag. That's been another tradition this year. They've been bringing the red and black out, followed by the stripes. The Barons are headed out.
And a big shout out to Kent Eller, who gets the inflatable Baron ready at the beginning of every game.
Just love that, to get it out here. What a commitment they made to make sure that the boys feel like they got something going on a Friday night.
I was told that the smoke machine is broken tonight.
Well,
so
there you go. No fog tonight.
No
there
fog.
You go. Okay. CO2 either wasn't up or something going on, but
well, I asked that. I asked, did you guys check to make sure there was anything in the canisters, and I didn't really get an answer. So maybe that could very well be it. But I don't think they're allowed to do it going forward. So maybe they're just like, yeah, we're not going to fill it up.
are we not allowed to do it
I don't
anymore?
think you can at sectionals.
Oh, correct. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I think the fog machine and this Baron inflatable are going to be unavailable.
Last of the Barons walked down the sidewalk, and the band getting ready for the school song as they enter the tunnel.
I believe you have Miles Dobson in a full morph suit getting ready to run the flag.
Well, and I'll tell you what, a lot of neon tonight, a lot of neon, but you can see Dobson on the side right there. There they come. There come the Barons, and they are coming out of the tunnels. They are ready to play tonight. Fireworks going off.
Look at that.
The Barons are huddled up, and they are ready to go.
Man, we didn't have to take any windows out tonight.
There's some really good things happening over
Yeah,
there.
this is fantastic.
Matter of fact,
I'm blown away.
the boss told me tonight, he said, now he goes, I know you're going to have to take the screens out. I want you to be careful. I want them to last. So I got up here tonight all prepared to take the screens out. Really careful, Baker. Only to find out that the screens are retractable and they just slide into the other window.
Hey, there you go.
I didn't even have to take them out. So there we go.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we were always the most responsible and safe with those windows over on that end.
There you go. There you go. No, we are excited to be back here in the press box tonight. Going to be fantastic. We're just about to game time today. A minute 37 to go here as we get ready for Baron football action on a Friday night. 1:30 before that time. The teams are on the field, ready for the coin toss.
Also, a shout out to Stephen Lynch and Nick Sadison. They are also fellow Baron graduates watching from home.
Love it that they're tuning in. Thanks for tuning in to Baron football tonight. We're excited. We're bringing in, with the new press box, we even made changes. You buy new tripods, we buy new hardware. We're hoping our stream goes tonight with new laptops. We're trying to do some things to upgrade what we're doing, bring better football, on-field cameras like you're seeing right now. So, those are all experiences for our kids. We're a student-driven organization, and students have hands on so many things tonight. Now, it's fall break. So we're really glad that Wyatt and Gavin are here tonight. Thank you, Wyatt. Thank you, Gavin. But we're short on students tonight, obviously, because of fall break. But we're excited about next week, getting back at it.
Yep, we were down. We've missed a couple people at practice this week because of fall break. So.
Well, and congratulations, Unified Team headed to state. I got that memo and I thought, oh, that's exciting.
Oh yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's you know, we didn't make it last year, but we're back at it this year and looking to bring home the bigger trophy.
Yeah, we're just thrilled that that's happening for you guys.
Oh, and the Barons are going to kick off.
Well, they'll receive during the second half. That'll be good. So, hopefully that'll be in their favor at that point.
I always pick, to defer to the second half. It's always my.
It just seems like there's a little advantage to it. I don't know really. You know what I mean? It is, you get the ball here and keep it, you score. That's a great advantage too. So I don't know.
Yeah, I always look at it as getting the 2-for-1 at the end of the half. If you can score right before the half and come out and score right out of the half.
Absolutely.
That's always my go-to. Go. Oh, and a fumble ball.
Going to be a Leo recovery, but right there for a moment, you were just hoping that could happen.
Yeah, that was close. That was, almost a huge start for the Barons. That was number 32, Aaron Perlich, on the fumble and got his own recovery. So saved himself a little bit there. Oh, and Dominic Fig. Oh man, all the former Barons watching from home. Man in motion. It's gonna be a handoff. Baron defense. That is junior Paul Woods getting the handoff to start the game for the Lions.
Sure not giving them room to work there. Very, very nice job by the Barons.
Second and long. Baron defense doing what they came out here to do and really stop the run. Roll out to his right and to pass away, caught for a first down.
Was that for Keith landed in being up for Lion, first down.
It's number 16, Titus Stoller, the starting quarterback for Leo. Stoller's going to take the snap, hand it off to Woods again. They're going to pick up about 7 on that play.
Well, 3 carries there for 17 yards. Not what the Barons wanted. They got a first down. Well, the pass in there too. But 17 yards. So the Barons have got to get a shutdown here if possible.
Yes. Definitely want to get a stop here. Tackle for a loss or a sack. Oh, and Barons are going to jump. Yeah, that's Tristan Blaker getting a little excited for the Barons. That's going to give Leo a first down. Yeah, not the start we wanted.
First down.
All right, the Barons making a couple substitutions here. It's going to be a shovel pass forward. And a gain of a couple.
But I don't think enough, obviously. So it's going to be about 2nd and 6 here.
Kellen Holbert from Leo taking the. Oh, I guess he picked up Picked up a few more than I thought. I thought, let me see, a couple, but yeah, it looks like about 4 yards. This is something that's new for Leo. We're not used to seeing them pass, but they've you know, been pretty pass happy. Now they're going to go back to the ground, and the Barons get him in a gain of 1.
Yeah, boy, he got met at the line of scrimmage right there, and boy, almost no gain. A little bit. So 3rd and long here, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4.
It's where you have to be smart if you're on the defensive line. You do not want to give them that free first down here, or it'd be 3rd and very short if you jump. But either way, 5 yards is 5 yards, and you don't want to give it away. We're going to see a pass. Let that one go. And caught about the 35. Taken down towards the 20.
Now, that's exactly what we said we didn't want to see happen right there. We were protecting the run, gave up the pass over us. We were one-on-one in pass protection there. We give it up. That's a first down that we didn't want to give right there.
Yeah,
I guess we never do. It's easy to say it. Remember, we never want to give them the first down, but that was a big one. If we could have got them stopped right there, 4 and out, would have been big for the Barons. But hey, here we go.
Man in motion. And then we're back to the ground. Quarterback keeper. And he's going to be out towards the first down. I think
Flags
it was a late
on the
flag.
play, yeah.
2 of them.
I think they saw the same thing at the same time. There's no doubt.
And that's going to be a personal foul face mask on the Barons.
Baron. Face mask.
Well, those were yards we didn't get out. That's going to make it a 1st and goal.
Yeah, so a shaky start for the Baron defense. However, they have a chance here to hold them to a field goal, maybe even force a turnover. There we go. Big stop in the backfield.
Yeah, really, really nice there. If you're going to do anything right there, man, if you can keep them out of the end zone and force them to 3 here, that's a big game for the Barons. Or better yet, let them go home empty-handed here.
Absolutely. That's the thing with, high school football. Extra points aren't guaranteed, and field goals are definitely never guaranteed. And
That's an interception.
There it is.
That's an interception. The Barons are going to take that touchdown away, and they are alive. Now, they are deep in their own territory, but they got the ball.
Yeah, you got to, you're going to have the longest now. You have the tied for the longest drive.
Yeah.
In state history, because obviously you can't go a lot longer than about 99 and a half yards.
You just can't.
So this is where you got to be smart, though. You have to know if you lose any yards at all, it's going to be a safety. So if you're the offensive line, you're thinking we're getting a good push here. Give us some room.
It's our first drive out tonight. So, the Barons are going to take over here, and you just can't help but think they're going to try to push that ball forward 4 or 5 yards. Let's get room to work here.
And it's going to be a pass. There we go. That's going to pick up.
It's all right. Gets it out to the 6 or 7.
Yeah. That really gives you that room you wanted. Now you're not feeling safe yet, but you're not feeling the pressure of, snapping the ball from your own end zone. Another pass.
Tell you what, you got to love that. I thought he was going to keep it too, and the Lions blitzed a little bit. They were in on them tight, and he shuffled it out there quick. Really, really nice job.
So the first down and 10 from, what are we about, the 13, 14-yard line. Man in motion for the Barons. There's going to be the first handoff to Kohler, and he's got a gap.
Grady Kohler takes that right up the middle. There's nothing about that. Just good, hard running.
Oh, yeah.
That's just good football right there because you pass. Now they got to stay back. They got to hold you accountable. They can't open those guys up. Opens up the middle a little bit. Kohler finds room to run, and boom, the Barons are now out to the 35-yard line already. Baker, you could be right. Are they on their way to one of the longest drives in Baron football history? I don't know if we've ever had a 100-yard drive.
Well, when I was playing my senior year,
all right,
we had a halfback pass of Austin Williams to Carter Stafford for a 99-yard touchdown pass.
99 yards. So we've never run from end zone to end zone that I'm aware of, and I go all the way back to the 84 guys. All right, so I'd have to really, really think about that. Could this be?
Oh, there's a nice pass out for Schmidt, and he's going to be across the 50.
We are in Leo Lion territory.
Well, and I think we saw this a lot for anyone who watched the East Noble game against Leo. Passing is where you get to them, and then it opens up the run. Then it opens up the run lanes. And there's Grady Kohler again getting a nice carry.
Well, and a quick call there, quick offense, going with a little no huddle there. Guys are going to the line here. Coach Robertson is putting the ball in action. The no huddle offense obviously working out to their favor.
Yep, and you have a little issue with the chains down there. I don't know if we have our usual 3 down on the chains this week, as it is fall break for us, and I think they said there were some people missing. So we getting those chains figured out down there, and here we go, ready to play. We're gonna have another pass. I think it's the Meinhardt. He's gonna get inside the 30.
Picks it up.
Right there.
And the Barons are driving. Oh, and there's a sack.
Not what they needed right there, obviously, but you know what? They started on the half. That's the first loss of this drive.
Yeah.
So, you think about that. I'm okay with it, right? You're going to get through once in a while. It's just all there is to it.
Yeah, it's first negative play of this drive. But the way the Barons have been looking tonight, very well see them coming back strong as they're getting the play in from the sideline. There's the snap. I know throws in the double coverage, and so almost an interception, but I think the 2 Leo players ran into each other and prevented themselves from catching it.
Yeah, Barons caught a break right there, without a doubt. I realized that maybe it was a little tough coverage, but at least they catch the break.
Oh, that's Meinhardt for the score.
That's a touchdown right there.
Wow, what a play. So it is 6-0. Here's the extra point. And 7-0, Barons lead with 3:49 here to go in the first quarter.
Well, it is exciting. The Barons finally get on the board fast right here. That's really awesome.
I wonder if we're having issues with our scoreboard.
Yeah, that's
I
what
don't
I'm
see it
looking.
move yet.
No, it still says 0-0. But you just said something very important. I'm telling you, there's a lot of different hands on a lot of different buttons tonight. It is what it is.
Well, yeah, to run this board, if you look across, you can see the lights are on now. It takes about 5 people.
It's exactly right. And
There's
knowing who's up there and who's could be their first time running the board. So,
Yeah,
it's going to be a little tough. 0-0 on the board there, but it is 7-0. Hopefully they'll get the scoreboard worked out so we know exactly what's happening there. But we do have 3:49 to go. I think the clock's working okay, though.
Yeah, it looks like the clock's running.
I think they just haven't got the score up itself.
Yeah. And that's always, as a coach in, flag football where, we have one person run the scoreboard. Sometimes we have to say, hey, put the scores up.
Right.
But hopefully they get that figured out soon. And there's the kickoff. Once fielded. And good coverage from the Baron kickoff team, keeping them inside the 30. So for another Baron stand here, maybe not as so not like the last one. Let's try to keep the pressure off a little bit.
Hey, there we
Get
go.
stopped earlier. There we go. 7-0. Scoreboard is up to date. Titus back to pass. Oh my goodness. Almost intercepted. Connor Schmidt. Man, if he was an inch taller, or if his wingspan was an inch wider,
That's right,
he has an interception.
If he had a little longer arms, right?
Yep. He might still be running, too, if he caught that one. Second down and 10. Quarterback's going to roll out to his right and let one go.
Boy, that's a nice over-the-shoulder catch.
Yeah. That was a great catch to make it 1st and 10 for Leo. That was Foster Swaney, the junior wide receiver.
Barron's going to stop him at the line of scrimmage on that play.
Barron run defense doing a great job stopping the running backs tonight. We did have that decent run from the quarterback, but
but here we go again. It's 2nd and long. If they can get a stop right here, they played a decent job on defense tonight, and hopefully if they could get a stop here, that's exactly what the Barons need.
I think we have a new running back in.
Well, and you knew that was going to happen tonight with their star running back out.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to try a few new people out to see what they can do. So 3rd and 3. Stands are shaking our stuff so bad they're shaking our cameras.
Oh yeah, you know what? We love to see it though.
That's all right. We'll have that on the field cameras. Fine.
And that's actually 32 Aaron Perlich and freshman running back in for Leo. Now, this will be a quarterback keeper, but Tristan Blaker's there.
The Barons are going to stop, and it's going to be 4th down and a little longer.
Yeah, Tristan Blaker came firing through that hole and made a tackle for a loss. I think you credit that as a sack, even though it looked like a design quarterback run. But you know what? We can credit that one.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
We're going to put
He's-
that in our unofficial
He
books.
stopped him behind the
That's
line
right.
of scrimmage. There
That's
you go.
right. We're putting that up in our official books. Our unofficial books, I should say. And here comes the punt. And oh no. Uh-oh.
It's going to be a safety.
That's a touchdown. That is a Leo Lions touchdown. So we touched the ball at the 3-yard line, and
Right.
because we touched it and the ball went into the end zone and it was recovered by Leo, I believe that may be resulting in a touchdown.
Well, they marked it as 6. I
Yep.
thought you had to have possession before it was deemed a touchdown. I thought it would be a safety.
Well, if we had recovered it, it would be a safety. But since we touched it,
And then they recovered it.
they
Yeah.
recovered it So that's just one of those plays that it happens. And so now we're tied 7-7. That's one of those plays that they tell you when it's bouncing like that to stay away, but sometimes it just happens.
Well, and just like that, the momentum goes boom, boom, Not what the Barons had obviously drawn up, but it's what you got to deal with. So that's where you're at.
Yep, you put that play behind you, and you think, you know what? We've scored on them. We drove 99 yards the first time we had the ball. We've intercepted them. We forced a punt. The Barons are where they need to be, minus 1 play so far tonight.
Well, and it's 105, right now, and 7-7. Obviously, we were hoping for it to be something other than that, but hey, it is what it is right now. So it's what we got, and we'll take it. It's not exactly what I'm sure the coach had designed up, but it's what we got.
So definitely a teaching moment. And like you said, tonight there's nothing on the line tonight. There's no championship on the line. The only thing on the line is second place in the conference.
Well, and you're playing Leo tough, so that's
Yeah.
a win-win no matter what happens right here. They're playing them really, really tough. Obviously, we want to come out with a win, but either way, right now we are tied 7-7 against the Leo Lions, and we have never beaten them in 12 years.
And here comes the kick. It's going to be a good kick. Fielded about the 5. And
Well, he made it out there to the 18 or so. I mean, more room to work than they had the last drive.
yeah,
Not a lot of time, a minute on the clock, but we're just going into the second quarter.
Mhm.
I'm going to turn it over to you guys. Appreciate all you guys are doing. Keep up the great work. I'm going to be back with you in just a little bit.
all right. We will keep this going. So 1st and 10, Barons take over on the 20 after a not the greatest bit of luck that just happened, and there's going to be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, but you know what I think about that? I see that as Leo scoring as on behalf of
Mm-hmm.
what we need to work on. So, I mean,
Yes.
it's not like we're getting outplayed by Leo. They're doing a great job stopping them. It's just those little mistakes, and they can tweak things like that. That's not going to happen again this game.
Yeah. You hope that's something that's definitely a learning moment. And there's a pass completed out, and that's going to get us close. That's going to get us a first down.
For a variant. Down.
DeKalb's passing game really keeping them in it right now.
Yeah, McCormick's really going to be showing off his arm this game, as he has many other games in the past.
And there's Brady Kohler again, picking up a few yards.
Brady Kohler, the ball carrier. Big game. 5 yards. And 5.
A good gain there. Here, the Barons have 5 yards to go for a first down. I mean, they had that first amazing drive all the way down the field, and here they are chipping away at Leo as they have done against so many teams, and they've just done a great job of that this year.
Yep, and that's going to end the first quarter. Tie game here in Waterloo, Indiana. 7-7 going to the second quarter.
Senior football player, senior cheerleader, and the teachers who have made a lasting impact on their lives. Each senior has chosen one teacher who inspired, supported, and encouraged them throughout their academic and athletic journey. Tonight, we recognize those educators for the difference they make in both the classroom and beyond the field. Xavier Bell has chosen Mrs. Norma Jetholm. Mr. Blaker has chosen Mr. Joshua Collins. Jackson Brand has chosen Mrs. Rebecca Peterson. Arthur Bryant has chosen Mrs. Ashley Johnson. Aiden Kidman has chosen Mrs. Ashley Bigelow. Brady Kohler has chosen Mrs. Cindy Flink. Kirkpatrick has chosen Mrs. Debbie Miller. Eli McCormick has chosen Mrs. Alicia Walter. Laurel Meinhardt has chosen Mr. Brett Eldroth. Brayden Poole has chosen Mr. Jed Field.
Hey, there's Jed Friels getting.
Enron has chosen Mrs.
And that's always a solid shout out. I think I'd give mine to him as well. I mean, otherwise, though, there are many, many great teachers at DeKalb. I mean, I don't have a problem with a single one of my teachers this year. It's really great. Great community, really supportive.
Quick for Mr. Nathan Baker. McKenna Hunter has chosen Mrs. Kelsey Honeman. Hayden Wallace has chosen Mrs. Jennifer Overland.
All right, and that means Mr. Friels will be heading back up here shortly. So Barons starting the second quarter with second down and about 5 yards to go. Man in motion, and we're going to be stopped for a false start. 5-yard penalty against the Barons.
Yeah, the Barons a couple times have already this game had trouble with that, false starts, and I'm hoping it won't bite them in the butt as they move on through this game.
Yeah, so one thing the Barons needed to limit coming into tonight's game is penalties and turnovers. And we've seen both tonight so far.
And I mean, those are definitely big deals. I mean, some of them very costly in close matchups like this.
And it's going to be a run to the outside, down almost to the first down. He might have it. So he picks all those yards back up. Brady Pollard's steamrolling the Leo Lion defense. Oh, and that one's going to be sniffed out by the Lion defense for a loss.
Brady
On 1st and 10.
It'll be second and long.
Man, Jed Friels might be one of the fastest people alive. He's already back up here, got his headset on and ready to go.
Well, I got to catch my breath, though.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't say I'm ready.
You know what? This is a lot taller than the other side.
I just realized that when I skipped every other step at the bottom.
Yes.
And I wasn't going to look bad by slowing down to take every step.
Yes. Yeah.
I guess the old days when I made the team run the bleachers, it'd be tough right now.
Yeah. Well, and they ran on those bleachers. Those bleachers not near as big as these bleachers.
There's no doubt.
Yeah, just wondering if they'll switch to these now that they've got a bigger workout
You
ahead.
never know. I like going down for that, when the boys pick out a teacher, not just because I was part of it, but I do think it's nice to honor and notice people that are influential. You know how that is, Baker, your unified teams, all those kids that look up to you, just really, really important on what we do.
Oh, nice pass up to the 40-yard line for a first down. Well, that's what we're here for. We're here to make an impact on our students.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, and there's another run by Kohler. He got hit in the backfield, but he turned that into a positive play by just keeping his legs straight.
Here we go. Second down. Barons, 9 yards to go, looks like. Here it's going to be a close drive. Fuller taking it. Going, and getting the first down.
Fuller just powered his way through that, Wyatt. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just all about that.
He is. He's shown that off multiple times tonight, and it's been really impressive to see him work, see him drive past defenders like that.
Another drive up the field.
Baron offense is having their way.
Well, you know, and they're pushing the end zone here again. You hate to say that we wouldn't give up that 7. Could be 14-0 here, but it is what it is. It'll be 14-7, we hope.
Yeah.
Not sure if he got the first down. We'll see where they mark the ball here.
It looks pretty close.
Looks like Leo collapsed in on it right before the first down.
Looks like it is just inches.
Here we go. It does look like Xavier Weiss has come in for Eli McCormick. They're holding on to it. See if he gets the first down. It's close.
I think they're going to pick it up. I don't know. He marked it forward a little bit, but maybe not.
No
They're
gain.
calling it 4th down. So here we go. 4th and goal.
Barron's going.
Baron's going to go for it. Nice. So Xavier Weiss goes in motion, stops at the center, takes a snap, and goes forward.
You know, we're going to love it. That's just, got on the first down. That's all they needed. A little creativity on the play right there. Not what they were expecting. Expecting him to probably run by, you know what I'm saying? And the man's picking him up, creates a little space, creates a little hole.
Got that, probably got that play out of the Packers playbook as they do that with their tight end. And there's a Pats end zone. Touchdown, Barons.
There go the lights in the stadium. Boom, boom. You got to love that.
I don't know why you're being so stingy with those lights. We got to keep that going, get the horn going like we had last year. All
Well,
the good
remember
stuff.
the very first time we did that, we got that foul, and, we got that.
Yeah. That was a
Got
good
the flag.
We have a 14-7 ball game. 7:49 to go.
That is definitely what we needed right there. Barons wasted no time, came down 14-7, and you hate to say it, but we've scored all 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
And granted we didn't, but you know how that is. It's like all of a sudden we find ourselves, wishing here, boy, oh boy, one bad play and we gave up a touchdown, 14-7. And of course, like you said, Leo setting out their guy, getting Foster ready for sectionals, possibly. Don't get him hurt here. Let him heal up. But it's still a win in the win book, We haven't beaten them, like you said, in 12 years. So here we go. 14-7. We got the scoreboard figured out, and whoever's working is on that and moving with it.
Second 49 to go here in the half. Barons up by 7. That's where we wanted to be. We wanted to have the lead here in the first half, and we need to keep that lead going. There's the kickoff. And taking out to the 25.
32, Aaron Harlan. Lions start first and 10, the 25-yard.
Here we go. The Barons defense having put up a great defense this game. Gives Leo a lot of field to look at, a lot of field ahead to cover, and we'll see if the Barons get another great stop here if they're able to hold Leo.
That's incomplete.
I thought he had it, but all of a sudden he didn't.
Yeah, great defensive play by the Barons. And Colton Schooley doing a great job down there, keeping the student section riled up.
Taking the words right out of my mouth. I was just thinking about that. Multiple BTV members out there in the student section cheering these Barons on. And great to see the support and how much it means to everyone here at DeKalb.
Another Baron stop.
Aaron Harlan.
I'll tell you what, the Barons are doing a nice job forcing these third down and longs. Over and over we've seen 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, forcing Leo to go big. And Leo has not been able to convert on that. And you think about it, I'm going to say it again. We scored all 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Well, he caught that one.
First down.
Going to be just over there by about a yard.
Jackson Kloppenstein to catch. The Lions getting the play call. They're changing it at the line.
Barons adjust.
And the whistle.
Going to be maybe a man in motion.
Nope, timeout. Leo has to call a timeout.
Our guys shifted a little bit, filled in the hole as they moved, and yeah, going to be a timeout right there.
Yeah, great job there in defense. It's all those pre-snap games that are being played. And right now the Barons are winning.
Well, we just got to keep that out there going. (14-7) game here. 6:24 to go. As our cheerleaders on the track.
I feel like we should have worn some neon construction vests today.
Yeah, we should have. Why aren't there construction vests in my truck? Like, we could have put those on. Hard hats and all, if you want.
Oh, man, we could have
Maybe during halftime we can run down, grab them.
14-7 with 6:24 to go. The Barons are back on the field. Leo done with their timeout.
Man in motion for Leo. This will be a run. He's going to bounce it back.
Almost dropped it.
And he's going.
Wow, and
going to be out of bounds at about the 23.
The Barons had that stopped in the backfield, and it was the freshman from Leo, their freshman running back, Aaron Perlich, cuts it back to the opposite side and picks up a huge, huge gain and makes it first down.
Yeah, this is going to put the Barons in a tough position. A lot more pressure now as Leo's making their way closer.
Yeah, the Barons are actually moving. They're making a change on the defensive front. They were at a 3-4 coverage, 3 linemen, 4 linebackers. Now they have looks like a 4-2.
Good help. The Barons are going to limit the yardage.
Yeah, that was Michael Carey. So the new guy they sent in on the defensive line got in there and made a tackle.
Oh, that's always good to see that those subs are able to make a difference.
Yep, now they're down to a 3-man front again. He's got pressure. To get rid of one, it's going to skip in there and be well short of any Leo players.
Yeah, not a real good throw. A little underthrown right there. Going to skip off. Pick up some turf on the way in.
I think it is a freshly fluffed field as there is extra rubber out there today
There you go.
when we were practicing. So I'm sure that kicked up a lot of pellets. 3rd down and long. Big play time here for your Baron defense. And that might move them back 5 yards.
I think you are right, Baker. They are stepping it off.
There it is. So this will be 3rd and long.
And again, we just talked about that a little bit ago. The Barons have done a nice job tonight of forcing lots of 3rd and longs. You know, now this is a really long one. 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13.
And this will be a quarterback keeper on the read option. The Barons going to swarm that one. That's going to make it 4th down.
And it is 4th and long. Out of field goal range, I think. I don't know their field goal kicker. But
yeah, very rarely do you see a field goal from just inside the 25. I'm sorry, the 35.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it is 25. Sorry.
I mean, well, this would make it it's still a 40-yard field goal,
Yeah.
and yep, they're going to go for it. Here they go.
All right, we're going to see it pass. And that is going to pick up the 1st down. The running back out of the backfield. That's the freshman.
Yeah.
Again.
And unfortunately, there was just zero coverage. Very few guys on the line. Everybody back in pass protection. The fullback comes straight up the middle, unguarded. Nobody picks him up. And boom, 1st down, Leo.
Well, Brady Kohler got tackled. He came in on a blitz and got tackled on that play by an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
So, almost could make the argument that there should have been a holding penalty. But there wasn't.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
1st and goal. The jump ball to the end zone, and Leo's going to have it.
It is going to be a touchdown.
Touchdown. That's a PhD. Number 23. See.
But here we go with a field goal. It'll be tied up 14 all. But Barons will have possession, and they've got 4 minutes to go. And along with that, they also get to start the second half with possession.
Yeah, so that ties it up.
Yeah, that'll make it a 14-14 game with 4:18 to go here in the second period. 14-14. We've got ourselves a ball game. Everybody had it as a split game. That's exactly where we're at right now. Want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I want to thank all of our sponsors, people like Carv and Ben Davis, those people that help us out. Auburn Essential Services, a big shout out to them. Want to make sure they know that we appreciate what they do for all of our student broadcasters. Big shout out to the administration at DeKalb High School and to our superintendent, Steve Teeters, and his staff. So supportive of all of our Barron athletics. Barron's back to receive here as Leo gets ready to kick off here with 4:18 left to go in the third period.
There is the kickoff field at the 20. Out to the 30.
Yeah, so not bad field position here. Now, you called it at the beginning of the game, Baker. You said, hey, they go down, they score at the end of the second period, then they get the ball to come out, and they score again.
Yep, it's 2 for 1.
Exactly. Possibly a 14-point swing here. That's what we're after. Another big shout out to Tasty Pizza. They're a great sponsor of Barron Athletics. Big shout out to Parkview Hospital. We want to make sure we know that everyone knows they're a valued partner in DeKalb High School athletics and what we do for all of our kids. So all of those people and sponsors that make it possible for everything that happens at Barron Athletics.
There's going to be a Kohler run up the middle. He's going to get tackled by a host of Lions. And I'm going to leave you guys in the more than capable hands of Jed Friels. I'm going to have to head down to my...
Well, we're glad you're headed down to celebrate Unified's journey coming up here to state. We'll talk more about that later on when you get back up here. Thank you, Ryan. It is just amazing how many people are involved in what they do and how many of our students are involved. I look at Wyatt and I look at all of our BTV kids. They work so hard at so many different things. And but I think that's what sets them up for success. And if we can continue to do that, then hopefully they go out in the world, they could be good ambassadors for DeKalb High School.
Well, we'll try our best.
I know you'll do a great job, Wyatt. I'm always happy about that.
Gotta make sure I stay on the shots, though, and don't get distracted by rainbows coming on the screen by the lights.
Not sure what's happening. We're getting rainbows on one of our cameras there for a little bit.
I mean, first night in this booth, the lights playing tricks on the cameras.
So far, so good, but yeah.
Noah Spears there. A great pickup, getting the first down.
Yeah, and just a great shovel pass by quarterback. Gets it up there to him really, really quick, and all of a sudden, first down, moving towards the end zone.
Yep, still got plenty of time left in this quarter. There, Kohler gets a short gain. A good 4 yards there. Just passing it off for a small gain. There now. 3rd and 5. Looking to pass, McCormick's run it. And he sends it long. So there's incomplete, and it's going to be a tough situation here for the Barons. Right around the 50-yard marker, Barons are going to be up and have a choice here on 4th down.
Well, in 2:40 to go, it looks like they send the punter in. They don't want to give up a field goal. Give up any points here going into the end zone. 4th and 5. They'll put the Lions deep. Maybe force a turnover and get the ball back. And it's away. And going to be down to the 9.
There's a great punt there.
Very nice, very nice.
Barons will definitely take that. Leo here heading on to offense with 2:27 left on the clock. Here it's all tied up, and it's been really a back and forth game, really close. Leo just able to match the Barons on a couple different drives, able to make their stamp on this ball game.
Well, we got a tie game, 14-14, Wyatt. And that's the thing right now. I mean, that's what we called at the beginning of the game. We said it was going to be close, and that's exactly where it's at. So here we are tied 14-14.
There's a handoff to running back.
Barron's right there. He's going to pick up 3 or 4 yards, maybe 5. It's going to give him room to work for sure. Like you said, we got 2:14 to go here in the second quarter, in the first half.
And like Baker was saying earlier, I mean, going to the second half, we're going to see how each team comes out. Against East Noble, the Barons had kept it tied up 0-0, and I mean, did a great job second half, getting a lead for a while, and so hopefully Barons can carry momentum into the second half as they go on and just hold Leo back from too many.
That's going to be a real close. They're going to move the flags and call it a first down.
Here's a Baron on the ground. Hopefully nothing too serious. Hopefully just a cramp or something like that.
Yeah, we always hope the best for all of our Baron athletes. Slew of people out there helping him right now. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, not just Baron athletes, but I mean, we want it to stay clean. We want everyone to be safe out there, just enjoy themselves. I mean, no matter what, the competition, everything, I mean, it's all in the spirit of good sportsmanship for fun, to enjoy the game and enjoy this time.
There he goes. He's on his feet.
Yeah, good to see him back up. That looks like Kohler there, Brady Kohler, now heading off the field. Here we go, Barons and Leo back on the field.
With 1:39 to go on the scoreboard, we're tied at 14. Both teams with timeouts remaining if they need them.
Yeah, Barons here really gonna just want to hold off any last minute ditches to attack the end zone.
Quarterback keeper up the middle there. Gonna pick up about 4 yards.
Looks like another glare there, another rainbow on your screen, as you can see. It's been no rain right now, but the lights are playing tricks.
Well, different focal points, different press box, different things to work out. We're trying to get all of our white balances balanced out.
Yep, and right there, a loss, a flag on that, and it pushes Leo back.
Yeah, that's going to make it 1st and 15.
Going to be a tough position for Leo. I mean, it's going to be a great shot for the Barons to put a stop, put a halt
Minute
on
17
Leo.
left to go also, so time winding down. We're tied at 14 here, the Lions versus the Barons.
Leo making their move there, just pushing through some of the Baron defense. Still, they've got more than 10 to go. Second down, maybe 11 or 10, right on the line.
Well, in 2nd and 10, if they could hold them right here, we'll give them 3rd and long with 53 seconds. The biggest thing is not to give up a touchdown here, without a doubt. Head into the locker room tied at 14. Is get the ball when we come out and hopefully be able to put some points on the scoreboard. Yeah, we continue here, and we got 14-14 with 19 seconds left to go. And here they go. And
False start. Lion.
going to be a false start on the Lions. Going to push them back. And we're back into that 3rd and long we keep talking about. 3rd and about 7 to go here.
And there's halftime.
It's halftime. There we go. And we're going to send it in. It's tied at 14, but it's halftime. Lots of things going on today during halftime. We've got our recognition of several different groups. Our seniors from the band recognized tonight. Our unified sports team recognized tonight. So we'll be turning that over to our announcer here in a little bit, and as we can talk more about that. Well, what do you think about the first half? I'm glad the Barons have stuck with them tonight. I mean, that's a good thing right now if we can just continue to keep that. And hopefully we'll see some more action when they come out and receive the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I said to Baker, I mean, every play that Leo has made, it's not really been them dominating the Baron defense. It's been more of just little slips here. I mean, the first touchdown, I mean, like you were saying, that was scored by the Barons. It's just been a really close game, and I think just cutting out those small mistakes will do wonders for the Barons, and I think they're just in great shape right now. I mean, tied going into it. I mean, that's what people expected. And if they're just able to keep a momentum going into the second half, it's going to look good for the Barons.
Well, they gave up that touchdown there, and that was a big give up right there. If we don't give that touchdown up, things are better. And but it is what it is. It's 14-14 right now, and the Barons are going to come out after a halftime here and hopefully put some points on the board. Got our unified team going to get recognized tonight. Going to get our senior band kids recognized tonight. Then they're going to watch the Barons show tonight. We're really, really excited about that. So hopefully you'll enjoy the Baron Brigade tonight as much as we enjoy it. Wyatt, you've had fall break. Have you been busy?
Yeah, I've been pretty busy. I mean, I went to my first haunted house yesterday. That was a lot of fun.
Where'd you go?
To Columbia City.
Wow.
Yeah, the haunted jail.
Quite a drive down there. That's exciting.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So to get into a haunted jail now, how much?
It was $25
to get in.
Yeah,
a
for
piece.
one time through.
Wow. Seems like a lot.
Yeah, but that and I mean a couple other. I mean, I've done a couple other things throughout break. We've had a good amount of plans. Sadly, tennis didn't make it farther into break, but we were able to. Sadly, tennis was not able to make it past regionals. We put up a fight against Carroll, but they played extremely well. And, I mean, tennis state will be happening this weekend. And, I mean, good luck to those competitors. I mean, they did great this season. Multiple people that I know personally. The one singles from East Noble has made it all the way down there, and he's an indie this weekend. And he's just done a great job.
Well, I know you've been, like you said, you've been playing tennis this week. It's been awesome. And it's good to have your fall break filled up with different stuff to do. That's definitely, fall breaks here for a reason. Get renewed, take a little break. That's what I've been doing this week, trying to get a few things done. But, yeah, enjoying fall break. Those of you that are on fall break, we're glad you're tuning in from wherever you're at. Don't forget you can give a shout out to Jay Friels at DeKalbCentral.net or R. Baker at DeKalbCentral.net. We'd love to hear from you. Lots of people tuning in tonight, so we're really thrilled to have all of you watching from spring break, from Alabama, Gulf Shores, and got some people tuning in from Pensacola, Florida. So thanks for tuning in tonight to watch. Shout out to Cooper Eads, one of our techs who couldn't be here tonight on his way home tomorrow from Texas. So if you're watching tonight, Cooper, we miss you. We wish you were here, but we're glad that you help us when you are here. Our unified team going down, I believe this is their fourth trip in 5 years to the state finals. So they punched their ticket last week, and really, really exciting for them to be headed back down to Indy. So we can't wait for them to get down there and try to defend their title.
Yeah, that's really a great opportunity for them. And I mean, last year was the only of those 5 years that they weren't able to quite get it.
Yep.
But they've just done a great job this season and in seasons past. And looking forward to another opportunity there to show off Barron Athletics.
Yeah, hopefully tomorrow they're lucky when they head down there. Do a great job.
Puncher team is with Atkinson. Let's give them all a big applause and wish them well. A5. There will be stuff the team at the school tomorrow morning outside door number 24 at 9:30 a.m. Please show up and show your support to cheer on this team as they go to the state final. Best of luck to the Unified Barons. At this time, we would like to honor our senior members of the band program. Our first marching band student is Aiden Edward Beck. Aiden's parents are Tracy Beck and Keith Beck. He's being escorted tonight by his band director, Christopher Adamson. Aiden has been in the Barron Brigade for 3 years and has been involved in jazz band, and pep band. And he plays on attending college at Purdue, Fort Wayne. Next up is Peyton Preach. Being escorted by Gabe and Shay Preach. The 5th year of Barron Brigade. He's currently one of the drumline section leaders. Peyton has also been involved in the winter drumline for 5 years and jazz band for 5 years. Peyton plans on joining the workforce upon graduation. Next up is Madison Damron. Being escorted by Tony and Christina Damron. Madison's 4th year in the marching band and 2nd year as guard captain. After graduating, Madison plans to enlist in the United States Air Force and study criminal forensics. Next up is Bridget Davis. Bridget's being escorted by Ryan Davis and Michelle Davis, as well as Robin Eric. Bridget has been a Barron Brigade member for 4 years. She's also been involved with Impact, Advanced Band, and Intermediate Band. After high school, Bridget plans on studying cosmetology. Next up is Alana Dietrich. Is being escorted by Brent and Tabitha Dietrich. Alana has been a member of the Barron Brigade for 3 years and Barron Friends for 4 years. After graduation, Alana plans to attend college for elementary education. Next up is Sophia Gerber. She is escorted by her mother, Osana Shifley. Shifley, my correction. And stepfather, Tony Shifley. Sophia has been a member of the Barron Brigade for 4 years and also involved in jazz band, pep band, hit band, and concert band, as well as the National Honor Society. Sophia plans to major in philosophy with a minor in environmental science at IU Bloomington. Next up is Isaiah Hesty. He's escorted by his parents, David and Stacy Hesty. This is Isaiah's 6th year in the Barron Brigade. Isaiah has also been involved in winter percussion, National Honor Society, and 4-H for 9 years. Upon graduation, Isaiah plans to go to Franciscan University to pursue a doctorate in theology. Next up is Colby Holtman. Colby is being escorted by his mother, Christina Robot. This is Colby's first year in the Merit Brigade. Colby has been involved in jazz band, pep band, and show choir. Colby plans to enroll in the musician enlistment option program in the United States Marine Corps and to major in landscape architecture through Ball State University. Next up is Reese King. Reese is being escorted by the mother. Reese has been a member of the Merit Brigade for 5 years. Reese has also been involved in National Honor Society, Advanced Band, Pep Band, and Jazz Band. When Reese graduates, she'll be studying cognitive and behavioral sciences at Purdue University. Next, we have Penny Wall. This is being escorted by his father, Joe Wall, and grandfather, Russ Wall. Nick has been a member of the Merit Brigade for 5 years. He's been a member of Jazz Band, Pep Band, Concert Band, Stiff Band, and Winter Percussion. Nick plans on pursuing a degree in music education at Purdue University, Fort Wayne. Next up is Felicity Martindale. Felicity is being escorted by Felicia Martindale. Felicity has been a member of the Merit Brigade for 4 years and is a color guard captain. She has also been involved in Winter Guard for 4 years and attended the Impact Institute for Healthcare for 2 years. She is also now licensed. After graduating, Felicity plans to attend Ivy Tech College to study radiology, specializing in ultrasound and imaging. Next up is Luke Barrett. Luke is being escorted by Derek and Christina Barrett. He has been involved with marching band for 5 years. He has also been involved in winter percussion. After graduating, Luke plans on attending Flying University to major in mechatronics and robotic engineering. Next up is Addison Roberts. Being escorted by Kristen and Kayla. This is Addison's second year with the Merit Brigade. Addison has been a member of the Winter Drumline, Pep Band, and National Honor Society. Addison plans on growing and baking pastry and management skills at the Culinary Institute of Michigan. Next, we have Kate Roberts. Kayla has been involved in the Merit Brigade for 4 years. This year, leading the band as a drum major. She has also been in Jazz Band, Pep Band, Winter Percussion, and National Honor Society. Kayla is planning on going to IUL, studying surgical technology. Next, we have Mackenzie Story. She is part by Stacy and Ryan Story. Mackenzie's 5th year in the Merit Brigade. This year, leading the band as one of the drum majors. Mackenzie has been involved in National Honor Society as president, Jazz Band, Stiff Band, Pep Band, Concert Band, Winter Percussion, Bell Bowl, and Dynamic Jazz Choir. She plans to study pre-dentistry at Indiana College. It's totally dental. Next up is Maddie Siebenow. Escorted by Mike and Christina Siebenow. This is Maddie's 4th year in the Merit Brigade, serving as guard captain for the past 2 years. She has done 4 years of winter guard as a marine mechanics through the Impact program. After graduating, Maddie plans to go to school at FMI in Orlando, Florida. Last but not least is Maya Thompson. Maya is being escorted by Ben and Christine. She's been a member of the Merit Brigade for 4 years and is a color guard captain.
Are you excited to get your experience?
She's also done 4 years of the DeKalb Winter Guard.
She's excited to get
Maya
involved.
plans on attending cosmetology school. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 2025 Senior Parent Brigade. At this time, we ask all fans to sit back and relax and enjoy a performance by the Brigade.
Well, there you have the recognition of the senior Baron Brigade members, and really excited about their season this year. They've had a new show, and tonight you're going to get a sneak preview of that. They've been really, really busy working their way through their show. So tonight they'll warm up here a little bit and get ready to bring you some live action here as they get ready. Again, our football tonight, we are tied at 14. About 6 minutes to go here until we get into the third quarter. The Barons will receive during the third quarter. But we're glad you're sticking in. Big shout out to all of our sponsors, like we've talked about earlier in the game, especially Auburn Essential Services, who make it possible for all of our student broadcasters to continue to bring you great action. So really, really thrilled that they have been such a phenomenal partner with us. And excited about all of the exciting news that's happening here at DeKalb Central. The possibility of our new Student Activity Center going to be coming up here. The next two board meetings and our new Fine Arts Center coming up. We're really, really excited about that. So if you're interested, get out to the board meetings and let people know that you're behind our Barons also. We just think it's going to be amazing for these students in the near future here. And this stadium is another great testament to that, just all the improvements we're making for our student body. 5 minutes to go here until we're back, and the Baron Brigade coming up next here. Big shout out to our cameraman, Gavin Horde, who's down on the field tonight, capturing some of the action. Wyatt Nepper, who's up here on the booth. Here we go, the Baron Brigade. there you have it, the Barron Brigade. I'll tell you what, their show has just been getting better and better and better this entire season. I'm really excited about their future, and then they're coming up into their own regionals here soon. So, we wish them the best of luck. They got a big day tomorrow. So we'll hope that they do a phenomenal job. Hey, 3-minute warm up here to go. Mr. Baker, your assessment of the game here and what we need to do. By the way, congratulations on Unified down there. Great to see those kids, and good luck tomorrow. Tell me a little bit about what you guys are facing when you go down to Indy tomorrow.
Oh, man, yeah, thank you for that. And tomorrow we go down to Indianapolis to play against Warren Central. For those of you who don't know, Warren Central is a 6A school, so they're about a little more than double the enrollment that DeKalb has. Just, watching some game film on them, they are very tall and very fast. It's going to be a really good game tomorrow. It looks like it may be high scoring. Me being a defensive coach for the flag football team, I do not want to see it be high scoring.
Sure.
I mean, obviously on our side we want to score a lot, but it's going to come down to us creating turnovers, kind of like what we saw tonight with DeKalb turning it over and keeping Leo in the game. So we're going to need to be very, very disciplined on defense and, take any turnover we can get. But overall, I really think this group of players we have on the Unified Flag Football team can definitely bring home the championship.
Well, you've been there before, and obviously that gives you a little bit of experience. So, you hope for the best there, and you hope that some of that experience can go.
Yeah, we're 1-2 state championship games. So we won our first one, lost our last two. So the nice thing is we have about 5 kids left on the team who were on the state runner-up team. The nice thing is with that is a lot of them have that bitter taste in their mouth, and they don't want to have that feeling again. A couple of, Miles Dobson, who we saw come out leading with the flag, he was on 2 of our runner-up teams. And he's chasing his brother, who was on our championship team.
I remember that.
So, that's been the whole focus this week is, getting ready. So hopefully we can get Miles that championship ring. And I think that technically puts him above his brother if he has his runner-up and championship rings. So, that's planned for tomorrow. But I'm so proud of proud of our Unified Barron program and all the big things that they have done.
Right.
As far as the players just playing lights out.
Well, we're excited about that possibility for you guys tomorrow, and we wish you the very, very best of luck. And we just hope for the best for you, and we hope that you guys can go down there and you can win your championship tomorrow. That'd be really exciting for you guys.
Yeah, that's the plan, but obviously we have to go execute on the field. So
right, there's no doubt. Well, and I love what you're doing with them. The Unified program. As the father of a special needs person, she loved athletics, still is involved in Special Olympics now at 37 years old. So she continues, and I think your program itself just continues to make things better and better and better. So I appreciate all your efforts there and what you're doing.
Yeah, I love doing it. So definitely, we appreciate the acknowledgement, and we're gonna go.
You guys are leaving at what time in the morning?
9. We get on the bus about 9:20. So
9:20.
Yeah, so we'll be hopefully heading out by 9:30.
Okay, well, we wish you the best of luck tomorrow, and we hope that it's going to be a great and a very productive day for you.
Oh yeah,
Wyatt, your plans for the rest of your break?
Well, I'm hoping to head out with some friends Sunday and just have a good time before we get back to school and all the work that comes with it. Tomorrow we'll see. I kind of have a free day for most of the day. May get plans further along in the day.
Good for you. Maybe I should call your boss and tell him to find some work for you tomorrow, like fixing a broken fence or something like that. Well, here we go. 14-14, 12 minutes into the third quarter. Here we go. Mr. Baker called it earlier. They're going to take the ball, and boom, before you know it, Barron's back on the scoreboard again, we hope. And here we go. Barron football, third quarter.
Nice return to start the half.
Yeah, we're going to pick it up. We're going to be able to start out there almost at 35.
Yeah, we saw it looks like it turned into a defensive game towards the end of that second quarter. So, both defensive making adjustments here. Now, the big thing, DeKalb has had has always had the advantage in halftime adjustments so far this year. So let's see if the Barons can keep it going and see what Coach Robertson has in store for us.
Well, there's no doubt that we're going to have to see how far they move the ball here. That's what we're after. Just put a few yards up.
All right, it's going to be a pickup about 5. 4.
Well, and you like forward momentum there. They might have shoved him backwards a couple yards, but, he got out there past the 40.
It almost looks like Leo's lined up off sides. There's a screen pass to the outside.
Boom, he's going to pick it up. He's out to the 50, then the 50, maybe the 47 there in Leo territory.
Barons moving the ball just like that to start the game.
There's an interception, not what we wanted to see.
Not what we needed there at all. The Barons just threw into coverage, and Leo has got the momentum they needed right there to pick that one off, and in pretty decent field conditions.
Yep, and shout out to Jason Carnahan watching from the road tonight. Jake Briley, Jake and Jamie Briley, always watching.
Always good. They work so hard for the district, and just appreciate everything they do, from mowing to keeping us safe to keeping us organized.
That's right.
Sure to appreciate everything they get done. Big shout out to Adam Snyder watching tonight.
Oh, Adam Snyder.
Yeah, we had a phone call in from him.
Oh,
fumble!
Ball back.
I think the Barons have got that.
There we go.
There we go. I tell you what, if you're going to ask for a break, that's the break we needed right there.
Well, just like the beginning of the game, neck and neck, back and forth, an interception, then a fumble. Right there, Barons have possession back.
I think Jamie's missing that DeKalb High School popcorn she posted on our.
I did see. There you go.
YouTube. And then the Doublesteins watching from Nashville, Tennessee. Today.
Yeah, big shout out to the Doublesteins as they get away and all they do. Appreciate the music department and our fine arts department and everything we do. Just kids are not, without a doubt, lacking of things to do.
All right, there's going to be another first down inside the 30.
Getting a good ways down, like that interception never even happened. They're recovering so well.
Well, again, 11:03 here to go. We got a 14-14 ball game, and just hoping that the Barons can continue to finish off this run. Breaks for both teams, Here you go, interception and fumble, and it's almost like we're right back at it. Oh, blitz is on, but he gets through. Hey, not going to get sacked, not going to pick up a lot of yards, but didn't lose a lot of yards.
Yeah, when you're chasing the backfield like that, anytime you even get back to the line of scrimmage is a positive.
Totally agree with that.
Do want to give a shout out to Principal Marcus Wagner, who was helping with the concession stand at halftime.
Holy smokes, gotta love that.
He was down there helping with drinks and stuff. With it being fall break, a lot of our kids are out of town, so minimal help in the concession side, but they're getting it done.
Well, and I'll tell you what, I will say this, our administration from top to bottom, and I will say almost in every schools, goes above and beyond for all of our kids, and that's just another great example. We talked to him at 5, he was getting unlocked for us. I saw him up here a little while ago going through the Baker box to make sure something was on. Just everywhere, shout out to Chris Riker, our athletic director, organizing all these senior events tonight, making sure everything's taken care of. So many people doing so many things for all of our kids.
All right, more pressure, and McCormick just goes down, but
that's a bad stumble right there too. He went to turn, lost his footing just a little bit.
But that is always better than taking a big hit as well. So, if you got to find the silver lining, there it is.
Yeah, no doubt.
Now we're turning into we're gonna see a defensive stronghold of the second half. Looks like.
Great. Yeah.
All right, well, that's about as good as oh, flag on the play.
What could that be?
On the field.
That came in late. That may be some sort of personal foul on somebody.
Officials are discussing it. Both sides, it looks like.
On Leah. So personal foul on Leo. That's gonna be half the distance. So moving back to about the 1.
It'll be half the distance.
Well, even better there for DeKalb.
Yeah.
We're going to take what we get for sure, aren't we, Wyatt?
Yeah, Leo here. We'll see if they'll want to match DeKalb's drive, their first drive from earlier.
Get a safety here. 2-point play here for the Barons. Out to his right and gets a pass away and almost intercepted. That would have been brilliant.
First off there, though, great hand in there, though.
Here's the the crazy thing about snapping the ball from your 1-yard line is you don't even have to get tackled in the end zone. If there's a hold or any other penalty committed by the offense in the end zone, then it results in a safety.
Because the penalty would take them into the end zone.
Yeah, and that's only if it's in the end zone. Like a false start would just be half the distance to the goal. But yeah, anything in the end zone, that's where you hope that with the Barons, you get a little lucky here. They're getting some.
Going long.
But too long there.
Too long.
Thought they were going to get pressure there, but the offensive line actually recovered very well for the offense.
Here we go, 3rd down. Leo has yet to gain on this drive. Here you may be able to see our camera shaking. That's the crowd shaking the stands here around us. Love to see that energy going on. It's getting colder out there, and love to keep spirits up.
There's a pass and almost intercepted, but Paul's incomplete.
I think that's going to be incomplete, yeah.
Dropped it there.
Here comes the punt team.
Definitely not going to want to go for it there.
Well, and I'll tell you, you don't want to be punting from your own end zone, too. That's just crazy, So
Yeah.
4th down, that's exactly what we wanted.
You have to be really careful if you're the punter, because any snap that's high that draws you backwards will result in a safety. You don't get that normal yardage that you want back as a punter. Well, he gets that one away. But fielded at the inside the 50. Yeah, great starting field to the Barons.
Oh, I'll tell you what, the Bears are going to take over here on the 28-yard line.
Yeah. Great job for the defense there. That was all set up by, a fantastic punt from the Barons.
Well, as much as you hate to say it, there's been a whole bunch of turnover since halftime, but I think it's been in the Barons' favor right now.
Yeah.
We're knocking on the door.
Yeah, we're right there. We're in 4-down territory for sure.
And, since kickoff, we've been on Leo's side of the field this entire quarter.
I see a little bit of the Baron practices. I have not seen anything to do with their field goal team, so I don't know what their what their magic number is or where they want to be for kicking a field goal. But shout out to Rick Shaw and Carolyn Shaw watching from home.
Love that. Appreciate them tuning in tonight.
Pass, it's going to get inside the 20, get down to the 20.
Yeah, going to be right there at the 20. Not quite a first down. Going to be 3rd and 1.
Shout out to Cruz Neely watching from home.
3rd and 1 with 7:18 to go here in the third quarter. Barons and the Leo Lions tied at 14. Up the middle, Kohler goes. That's going to be a touchdown. Kohler puts that in for a touchdown. It is going to be touchdown Barons.
Well, you know, eventually you get so many plays with the defense backed up, eventually you're going to get something like that.
Without a doubt, that's exactly what we wanted. Riker ball in for the extra point. It's going to be good. That'll make it Barons 21. Leo Lions 14 with 7:08 to go here in the third period. Leo Lions picking it up. Well, I thought Adam Snyder was watching, but I guess he's calling. Look who walks in the
Adam
door.
Snyder. I still need to get this kid a graduation gift. I've been meaning to send him one.
There you go. Well, I haven't been going to send him a graduation because I went to his graduation party and gave him his gift there. Not much of a gift, just kind of a token, you know, but that's what I do. Adam Snyder joining us in a booth tonight, one of our BTV alumni coming back in. Adam, how are you?
I'm good. I just spent an hour and a half driving here, but other than that, I'm good. I'm listening to your guys' broadcast.
Well, we are so glad you're with us. You know, you were part of the broadcast team for so many years, and we're glad that you're back now. You're studying in college, part of the broadcasting team. So we are thrilled that you're going on. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
So far, I mean, I'm not doing a whole lot. I have a shift on our radio station from 4 to 6 on Fridays.
Gotta love that.
Working on the sports crew, filming stuff for them, filming packages for different teams and whatnot. Talking about going to New York for nationals too.
Love that. Are you enjoying your major?
I am. It's nice. I love the people, I love the teachers, but nobody's as good as you, Quina.
Well, we'll take that as a positive right here. But, you know, we hope that we had prepared you at least a little bit. That's the biggest part of it. As you know, we're a student-driven broadcast place here, and, you know, we try to get kids as much hands-on experience as we can. And tonight we're short on kids because it's fall break, as you know.
Yep.
But, yeah, we're just thrilled that you're out there. Tell me how your bowling's going.
Bowling's going good. I made the varsity team, so
love to hear that.
We've done varsity's done 3. I've done 2 just due to my bowling balls not being right, and I had a hand injury for about a week and a half. So, but overall the season's going good. I mean, we're still a really young team, but overall we're competing well within our conference. And
you're liking the guys on the team.
Yeah.
Tell us about college life. You're doing well, and you're adjusting to that well, I hope.
College life is it's honestly, with a smaller school, it's pretty similar to high school life.
Okay.
It really is, except you just don't have anybody to tell you what to do.
Well, mom's not there is what you're saying. I gotcha.
But overall, it's fun.
I do talk to your mom on a regular basis, and she said you're doing a great job. I appreciate all of her efforts. You know, she's our swim coach, as you well know. But,
yes.
Yeah, she does another great job for all of our Barons here. So, yeah, you're back for the weekend, I assume?
Yep. We had fall break Monday and Wednesday, and then we had class Thursday and Friday.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, almost just out of his fingertips.
But no, the stadium looks nice. Press box looks nice. We have a whole lot more room than we did over there.
Well, welcome back. Yeah, you know, tonight is our first night in the new press box,
really?
Adam, so thanks for joining us. But, yeah, we got moved over here today, and really have been excited about the broadcast. We're a little short-handed, like I said, but, you know, that's okay. We're willing to be short-handed if we can pull a win out here tonight.
Yeah, we always make do with short-handed.
We're excited about the new press box, too, though, and just the new stadium in general, and it's nice that we finally got keys to it. Actually, just this week, Thursday, we got the call that we could move in, so they had official power and internet here, so we were able to move in. And you can see over in our old spot, somebody else moved in over there. We're not sure who's there, but we wish them the best of luck.
I think it's Summit City.
Summit City's over there, so good for them.
But, Baker, how have you been? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah. Just coaching some 5 flag football.
Heard that's going well. You guys are going to state, right?
Yeah, yep, state championship game tomorrow.
Tomorrow against who?
Warren Central.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck.
Thank you very much. Yeah,
of course.
It's going to be fun.
We got another Barron player down on the field. Not quite sure what happened there. Coach headed out to assess the situation here. And like we always say, we'll hope that everybody's okay and that there's no issues there. Tell us a little bit more about Adam. You and Baker have been way back too. You've been part of all those teams unifieds before.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
So I did unified. Okay. I've done unified for bowling for 4 years. With my mom and dad coaching, help coaching. So overall, I mean, we won 2 state titles.
Oh yeah.
Runner or what? 4th place.
Yep, two first and 4th place. So.
And I don't remember what we got my freshman year.
I think we were around the 3rd or 4th place.
Yeah,
as well.
it's been a while. So.
But 2 different years. Adam led our team in setting the record, the pinfall record.
Yep.
Well, I just appreciate all of his unified efforts throughout the years. They were awesome. And like you said, Baker, being part of that sets him up for success right now in college, And hopefully that's carrying over into your bowling a little bit.
It is. It's shown me that, I mean, just really teamwork. I mean, through unified, we've learned a lot of teamwork. I've learned to compete with different people, different skill levels, and it's kind of helped me a lot through college and life in general.
Adam, we say that our programs here are all hands-driven and our students-driven. As you know, in BTV, you had lots of hands-on stuff. You were in charge of basketball games, volleyball games, all kinds of stuff. Yep. And then, the theater department were the same way, student-driven. We hope that's prepared you for college in some way.
Yeah, it has 100%. I mean, Jason Samuel, who's the guy that runs kind of what you do at Goshen, he does a great job of getting students prepared, getting students hand-on. Even though you're a freshman, if you want to help out, you want to start doing stuff, you just go talk to him. He does a great job. I'm going to start helping call volleyball games and basketball games when they start winding up a little bit more. So it's definitely, this has helped me a lot throughout to prepare for college.
Well, we're glad you're back, and we hope it continues to go well for you, Adam. And Barons get a real shove back right there as they start the 2nd or the 4th. Yeah, so going to be a 1st down right there. So, well, okay, Adam, it's been great to talk to you again. We're glad you're back, and continue to do the good work and continue to represent us out there.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Leo. That's a quarterback keeper. And he's going to get stood up about the 38-yard line.
Yep, just hit a wall there.
Shout out to Dan Molola listening or watching from home. Watching with Zach Shutt, of all people. So, always love it when the viewers reach out to us and tell us that they're watching from home. Lets us know that we're doing a good job. Right, 2nd down and 4 to go. And what a hit on the quarterback. He gets rid of it, but he flies. And out to a 1st down. Then getting out towards the midfield. 1st down. All right, Barrett's trying to get an extra player off the field, and he gets off. That was close. That would have been 5 yard penalty for having too many men on the field. Pitch to the outside. And he's got a
going.
1st down and more.
Well, that's not exactly what you want to get.
It's a big run, and if you hear the Barron coaching staff from the box yelling their displeasure with the officiating tonight. Sounds like there was a pretty big hold missed out there.
But here we go. Leo's got a 1st down, 3:38 on the clock, hoping to match the Barons 21-14.
This could be a pass. Tipped and caught. The first down to the 20-yard line.
Well, whatever you're going to say there, that was impressive that he was able to keep his eye, keep his focus on that ball after it had gotten tipped out of the hands of his fellow teammate.
Yeah, that's a really good catch. You know, ball's pinballing around out there. You still have the ability to catch that and move forward for the first down.
Just neither team wanting to go away here. You know, the Barons get breaks, and now the Lions are knocking on the door again. You know, it's just incredible as these two teams continue to fight and continue to try to get some field advantage.
First down. Barons sending the blitz.
We were rushing in there for gain of 3, maybe 2.
Short gain there. And that's, you know, Barons have this 21-14 lead here late in the third quarter. Really looking to keep Leo out of the end zone here.
Well, and 2:44 to go here in the third quarter, like you said, with a 7-point lead, it's better than being down 7. Yep. So, without a doubt, the Barons knocking on the door here.
And it's really nice to see Adam tonight.
Yeah, it's great to see him here.
It was a run to the outside, but I think the Barons had that sniffed out for a minimal gain. And that's all. You know, we see that a lot up here. A lot of former BTV people come up and
stomping in, yeah.
See Mr. Friels, you know.
Well, and big shout outs to all of them for doing just a great job. You know, going out to represent us. We got kids studying a lot of different places, so it is exciting to see them continue to try to do a really good job for us.
Crucial third down. Their defense ready to go. That's going to be a keeper.
That's a keeper, but he's not going to have much room. He's going to get stopped at the yard of scrimmage, and that's going to push him backward. That's going to be 4th down and long. Now, they're right on the field goal door, in my opinion. You know, that would be a, 32-yarder, 34-yarder. They are going for it, though. Here they go. Or are they just trying to draw the penalty because a 5-yard penalty would give them a first down?
That could, yeah, they have both Barons on the side.
They're back to pass.
Sure.
And it is overthrown, and there's going to be no flag on that play. There is no interference. And the Barons are going to start on the 15-yard line, and they're going to head the other direction.
Yeah, that's the thing. After you see a play like that, you look back by the quarterback,
I know.
make sure there's no roughing, look in the end zone, like, we see flags out there.
I try to find all 4 black shirts and see if they're running towards something yellow they threw.
Yes.
You know? Well, no doubt Coach Robertson's got to be happy with that. 21-14 here to go. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. The Barons taking over on the 15-yard line. And, more important, the ball is not in the East Noble hands, right? Excuse me, not in Leo hands right now. Time is of the essence.
So we have Ice, hand off to Ice.
He's going to get a couple. Big shout out to Wyatt Nepper on our camera tonight. Wyatt doing a great job. Appreciate all you do up here. We continue to try to keep you in the game, let you see what's happening. Shout out to Gavin down on the field, getting us that on the line of scrimmage shot. That's going to catch it. He's going to spin out of that and pick up a couple.
Big play by Xavier Bell.
Yeah, and that spin picks up the first down.
It's big for the Barons. We're going to have, they can run out the quarter here and have the.
Here we go. They're running the clock down for the end of this third quarter.
Well, like you said, Wyatt, that's going to end the third quarter. And we are not tied, 21-14. We were up by 7.
Yeah.
And time to take control of this game. And, we have the ball, now. Knowing Coach Robertson, there's no doubt. Like, he's not ready to run the clock yet. He's going to try to get down there and score.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, taking time off right now, in my opinion, can work not in your favor. If all of a sudden you're down, I'm not going to start running that clock until I know that we're going to walk away with a win. And that's what we're going to hope happens right here. Okay?
Right, yeah. So this is one of the first times we've, I don't know that DeKalb's ever held a fourth quarter lead, sorry, against Leo. So this, the day of first, and hopefully something we can pull out.
Without a doubt, a really, really big win here if we can pull this out. Without a doubt, the Barons want to come away with this win.
Right, McCormick's making some moves,
Tell
making
you
some
what.
people miss back there, and he gets close to the line. He's gonna, gets tackled into the line of scrimmage marker. So
He got tripped up there, and all of a sudden, we thought he was going to go down, but he kind of used a football, held himself up there a little bit there, and picked up a few yards.
I mean, just keeping it at the line of scrimmage. I mean, that's a great job by him. I mean, he had a lot of pressure there on.
Yeah, it was actually really good dancing, Wyatt. We need to get him into the next show.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, that was some good footwork.
he's gonna drop back to pass again, and again rolls out, and again being chased and gets taken down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that was not what we were hoping for. That's going to be a loss of about 12 right there. Definitely not what we needed. It's going to be third down and almost 20 here.
Yeah, we're gonna need to see some magic like we saw out of Aaron Rodgers last night with his big pass.
Well, that was 2 unfortunate plays in a row. That first pass broken up. McCormick had to scramble out of bounds to the right, and then obviously trying to keep himself alive right there.
There's a deep pass. I think that was dropped, almost caught for the first down.
Just about had that in his hands. Matter of fact, I thought he did there for a minute, and then all of a sudden he didn't.
So now the Barons are going to punt from deep in their own territory.
Barons, great.
That punt is away. Nice punt. Fair catch being called for inside the 40. So the Barons able to get good position based off of a good punt and a fair catch being called. All right, first down. First down and 10 here from the Leo Lions. He had time, but now his time is running out. He's being chased by some Barons, and he's being near the first down, depending on where they mark him.
Yeah, he picked up 9 there for sure. Looked like he was going to have some trouble then all of a sudden, and the field opened up, and all of a sudden he was through and picked up 9.
Here we go. Leo lining up. Second down, 1 yard to go.
That's going to be a handoff to the freshman running back who's going to get not only the first down, but also get across midfield.
Perfect.
Well, that's not exactly what you're going for, but
Yeah, not ideal. But just a reminder to everyone, next Friday we will be here for another game, but I don't believe
We are
will
gonna
be.
we are gonna broadcast. We are buying into the IHSAA's Your Champions Network, and so it looks like we'll be able to bring you tournament games. So yeah, we're gonna try to be on the air and bring you the next home games. I don't know that we'll be on the road, but I'm gonna talk to Wiley at Indianapolis and find out what that takes. So we'll let you know about that next game next week. But yeah, for right now, we're hoping you can tune in and watch that first round of sectionals right here from the new stadium at Barron Nation here.
Well, that is exciting. That is really exciting.
Yeah, we're trying to make that happen this week, and we got a few hoops to jump through yet, but at this point, it does look like we will be on the air next week. I guess I never asked you if you were available for sure, Bacon.
Well, I
so
should be.
let's hope you're available.
I should be.
So it's always been an interesting parody for us here at BTV. That's going to be caught right there, but he's going to be brought down at about the 31-yard line.
getting the first down.
We have always been part of the Auburn Essentials Network when we had our own cable television network, and so therefore we did not broadcast on the Champions Network. Now that we are still part of the Auburn Essentials Network, but we no longer have a cable channel, we broadcast on YouTube, and it's okay to simulcast to the Champions Network along with YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So we are hoping to be able to go ahead and broadcast and then simulcast at the same time to the Champions Network. So we're trying to work that out right now and see what that entails.
Quarterback keeper, and he takes a big hit from Kohler and Spears.
But he makes it down to the 24 before he takes the big hit, and just about the 25, I guess, just about enough for the first down.
Yeah, I do believe next weekend we have the Special Olympics State Conference in Indianapolis, but that's on Saturday, so it should be available on Friday.
All right, well, I hope I didn't wreck your wife's Friday night plans.
I'm sure she'll tell me if we're not available. All right, now this could be a first down and more as Perlick, the freshman running back, again,
Taken down
big run.
past the 10.
Yeah, definitely not what we wanted to see right there.
Yeah, this is something, Barron fans may be looking at is, oh no, they have another very good running back, and this one's only a freshman.
Well, and we do have to remember that they are in the game right here without their star player. He leads almost every category for them.
All right. The Barons were able to stop that run. So we do have a Baron down on the field.
Timeout.
There's a timeout called.
So we've seen a couple Barons down tonight. So, playing hard, extra effort, late in the season, people get battered and bruised and, bruises hurt. And so get banged up. But hopefully they continue to do well.
Yeah, that was I think that was a case of a defensive end and defensive tackle colliding, looking to make a stop in the backfield.
Well, and back when I was coaching, when a kid would get hurt going extra, you hate to say well done, but well done. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going hard. Whether it was a soccer player or whether it was someone, on the basketball team or, but extra effort sometimes does come with casualty. You hate to say that.
Yeah. And looks like, that is Tristan Blaker, and they got him back up to his feet. So let's hope everything is good to go with Tristan.
Well, he is kind of walking off on his own, so that is good.
Yes, he's been a big part of the Barron defense and special teams. He has think like 4 blocked punts this year, something crazy like that. He had, 2 against Angola, 1 against East Noble, or I know he had a bunch over the course of 2 or 3 weeks. All right, this is going to be a pass. And into the end zone for a score.
Yeah, you know what? We just learned that you can't get that from this angle in the press box, didn't we?
Hey, you'll have that. You'll have that.
There was a
the growing pains
there
here.
was a score there, but we just ran out of camera angle. You know, we said earlier setting up tonight, there's only one tiny little corner of the end zone that we can't get, and they just ran to that one tiny little corner of the end zone.
Yes. Maybe they'll let us shave off that corner. What do you think?
Well, they're probably not going to let us shave it off, but I don't. Maybe we probably not even better mention that Principal Marcus Wagner. We'll figure that out before the next game and see what we're going to have to do camera wise to pick up that shot. You hate not to have it.
Yeah, well, here with 7:24 to go in the game, it is 21-21.
Yeah, and you called it, Baker. You know, we are tied. We said at the beginning of the game we were calling it even, and most people were calling it even. Would we still call it even if they had their star player in? You know, I don't know for sure. But at this point in the game, without a doubt, you know, we're tied 21-21 with 7:24 to go, and the Barons are going to have possession of the ball now.
Yeah, so the Barons have a chance to take the lead here. Really, if you look at the timing, with 7 minutes left, there should be enough time. I'm looking at a 3-possession game. The Barons get a possession, Leo gets possession. The Barons may, if they can time it out correctly, get the final possession of the game, which obviously is what we would like to just, be able to kneel it down and celebrate on the field. Right, and that kick was squibbed and fielded around the 30. Doesn't pick up anything, but still good starting field position.
And the Barons.
So at halftime in Kendallville, it looks like East Noble's up on Belmont 54-0.
Well, you kind of expected that was going to happen. I mean, we walked away last Friday. I believe it was 55-0, was it not? Yeah, you hate to say that that's a gimme, but, you take what you get every game you get.
Oh, and intercepted.
Still going.
He's going to be knocked out at about the 17-yard line. Boy, not what DeKalb had in the playbook right there for sure.
Definitely not a good result of that play. Xavier Bell took a huge hit after that ball got tipped, and he was slow getting up, but he's able to make his way back out there for defense.
Well, like we said earlier, we talked about this on the time management thing. You find yourself down, all of a sudden you're wishing you had time instead of running time off. We're tied at 21. Let's hope the Barons can hold this and maybe get a sack here. Let's get some negative yardage if possible.
Flag called there.
Somebody has too many. The Barons have too many people.
be 1st and 5.
Well, definitely not what we were just hoping for. We were hoping for negative yardage, and all of a sudden we give them 5. So somebody missed the play call right there.
Oops, got my phone there. All right. Another handoff to Perlett.
Aaron Perlick, the ball carrier.
Looks like it's a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, it looked like it's going to be about 2nd and 1 over there. And we're just going to hope the Barons can protect this.
All right, 2nd and short. There's a snap. It's going to be an option, but quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to get it and get to the 5-yard line.
Definitely picks up enough for the first down. That's all he was looking for, was the hole deep enough. And it was. Well, 1st and goal for the Lions here, not with the Barons scripted. They're going to get the ball back, hopefully with at least 5 minutes to go here. And can they make a run and tie this game up?
Yeah, that's going to be the question. What can the Barons do? Because you don't want to guarantee there's going to be a score, but you almost have that feeling that Leo's coming away with something.
And there it is.
Yep.
He punches his ticket into the end zone.
Yeah. So now, if you're the Barons, you think, okay, you got 5:22. You can take all the time in the world. Don't rush anything. You don't have to take any crazy deep shots, anything like that.
Well, it's just another one of those situations where you say, hey, we want to be able to get it.
So 28-21 with 5:22 to go here in the 4th and final quarter.
Well, and it's just like we talked about earlier, at this point it becomes a time management game. And can you punch it down there? Can you get it down there without giving Leo time to possess the ball? Yeah, it's going to be tough for the Barons. We'll see what Coach Robertson has in mind here as he trails, like you said, 28-21 with 5:22 left to go here.
Yeah, and the Barons have done well tonight on offense. We've seen, we have seen the turnovers, but a lot of those have been like tipped passes. So really, if you're a receiver, your first goal obviously has to be to catch the ball, but your second goal is to definitely not tip the ball straight up in the air, like we've seen a couple of times. So
yeah, this is definitely one of those issues where we've got to get the very, very, very best field position we can, but not do anything stupid. Another squib kick.
Oh, and he's going to have the corner.
Going.
Out across the 50. Great start.
I tell you what, you couldn't strip that any better. He got just enough speed to get around that in defensive guy, and boom, he's gone.
Yeah, and he got a really nice block there from, I didn't see what number that was, but a very nice block, and actually got him that edge. And when Xavier Bell gets out in the space, he's gonna pick up yards.
There's no doubt that he's got the speed it takes. He's just got to have the room. Cormick gets the pass off, but just comes up off his shoulder pads.
Well, that was very close to being intercepted. Xavier Bell actually turned into a defensive back there for a second, broke that up. Here comes the 2nd down and 10 play. This is going to be a pass out to Spears. Caught. And a flag. I think we have a lineman downfield.
Or was it a face mask there?
Face mask.
Kind of the way he got bent over there, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yep, as a lineman downfield.
Unlucky for us.
I think that was number 56, was about 4 yards downfield.
Hmm.
It'll be 2nd and long.
Tough there. It's going to be 2nd and about 15
Yeah, there's
yards to go.
no doubt that it's not what we had scripted. You know, that's a tough spot because you just want to help.
Yep.
And all of a sudden you're too far downfield trying to do your job.
Yeah, there's a pass to Spears, and you got out toward there should be a. I mean, that was a really late push, but you know.
Spears doing a great job. Great recovery by the Barons.
Yeah, so this is a nice run.
Puller there, able to make it further.
All right, so I don't want to jump. You don't want to count the chickens. Count chickens before they hatch. But what do you think here, Mr. Friels? You know, 4:12 to go. You're driving. You're gonna have to make that decision. If you get that score, do you tie it up or do you go for the lead?
Well, I tie it up. You know, I always say I never want to leave points on the board. You try to go for the safety and you leave it on the board. You're trying to make it up. You know you can kick it. Your kicker hasn't missed. To me, I'm not going to leave any points on the field. I want to get it. I get it, you know, but you're going to overtime.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like I'm okay with that. We're playing well. Pros and cons both ways. You know, if I thought we could march down and kick a field goal, but at this point, you know, Leo's got all their timeouts. We've got 2, or we got all of our timeouts. We've got 2. Would we get the ball back? Could we force them into a 4 now? You know, there's so many variables for me to go for the 2.
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with you there. Obviously, you want to be like, yeah, let's go for the win. But,
Right.
You know, I feel like you're at home. You're going to have the energy behind it. You send it in overtime if you can.
Well, and we've been playing well. So, you know, going into overtime, you hope you continue to play this well. Nice pickup on the play. You know, I do think there are those moments or those teams that know they can do it. I'll throw myself under the bus here, but I remember the refrigerator Perry days, if you know what I'm talking about. But, you know, if the Bears knew they needed 4 yards, fall on it. They handed it to him, and even if he fell forward, no one could stop it.
Right.
You know, but you don't see that on a lot of high school teams. You know, the guy that can always get you 3 yards, you know, can always power through no matter who he is. If you got somebody like that, yeah, then I think you go for it. But if you don't, you know, the last thing you want to do is be one point short at the end of the night.
Yeah. It's the 2nd down play, and that's caught. He gets away.
That's a touchdown right there. He caught that. Wyatt, you got on that too, and we just didn't get the camera switched in time. But that was a great catch, and he makes the end zone, and boom, boom, boom. We are all of a sudden in this ball game, okay? And it's a 27-28 ball game with 3:22 to go. Well, you know, we'll see what Coach does. He kicks. And it's good. We're tied 28-28. That is what we needed. The band going at it. Well, we're tied at 28 with 3 minutes to go.
Say that. Here, Aaron.
Ball's going to bounce out, giving the Barons great field depth right here to protect.
Well, since it wasn't touched.
Oh, that's right. It's going to come back to the 25. Did roll out of bounds. I always forget about that rule. You know, I shouldn't, but that's that memory, you know.
Need to be juggling more.
I probably, it's just
Get your brain working.
Just I learned it that when it went out down there wide, that's where you took the ball out, you know. So those rules changes sometimes don't settle in there.
Yep.
I have juggled a little over break, just so you know.
Well, there you go. So 35-yard line is going to be the starting yard line.
35.
That's what the Barons are able to do.
There's a flag thrown there.
Now, I don't remember ever hearing the Baron crowd getting that loud. That is.
I'm going to tell you, that's the first time I've ever seen the Baron crowd so loud the other team couldn't hear, which is what you want.
Yeah, that was very loud. Great job, Ben. Intercepted. Interception. Barron's getting the ball back. That was number 8, Drake Paul. Coming up with the interception there. Giving the Barons a chance with 3:07. Plenty of time to drive.
Yeah, now you play the clock. Now you don't worry about saving time. Now you're in a situation where you do have timeouts that you got to worry about. Leo has all 3 of their time. Oh no, they've got 2. Barons have 3. So they've got to get a first down.
He's great player with a big game.
Ben and Cole are able to break through.
Coach Robertson keeping it on the ground, continuing to move forward, picking up the yardage. That's what they need. Another 2 yards for another first down. Just keep it on the ground. 2:30 to go here.
Kohler for the 3rd play in a row, just gaining ground heavily. Doing a great job here, breaking through the defense.
2:26 to go. 28-28. This crowd going crazy in this new stands.
First down play. There's Xavier Weiss. He's going to get in on the action. He runs over some lines. Tell you what, if you're the Lions, you start worrying about having to call timeouts now to save you some time.
Yeah, there's no doubt they're going to have to because the Barons were actually knocking on the door here. There you
Looks like
call
there
it.
it is.
First time out.
Baron fans going wild for it. Like you were saying, shaking the whole stands louder than I've ever heard them.
Well, Leo's got their backs against the walls here. In spite of a turnover, the Barons have a first down right now. So without a doubt, the Lions have one timeout to go. So we got 3 plays to work 45 seconds off the clock. That's almost a ball game.
Yeah.
So then we got the 2:04 here. Yep. So 28-28. I tell you what, this stadium is rocking. And smart play. They're keeping it on the ground. 1:59. The clock is tipping. And again, that clock ticking is what the Barons are after right now.
Barons, you want to have either the last play or very close to the last play.
1:45 going. Here go the Barons are down now again. Second down and 9. And the pass. He picks it up, but he's going to be taken down, but picks up a few yards. Clock continues to run. 1:27 to go. 28-28. Are we headed to overtime, or are we going to punch in a score and win this ball game? I'm going to bet win this ball game, Baker.
Oh, yeah.
1:15 to go. He picks it up. That's a first down.
It's a first down. You know, we're running. We're under a minute.
Not quite the first down.
Oh, it is 4th and inches.
Oh, that was
4th and inches.
not sure about that spot.
All right, well, here we go. Looks like the Barons are going to take a timeout. They had 3 to go. They just used 1. They'll still have 2 remaining.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that spot.
Well, I definitely thought it was a first down, but I'm not on the official looking down through the line. Our on-field camera was not lined up, so it's hard for us to tell up here.
Yeah. Well, Coach Roberts is down there asking about it as well. He's like, "What's going on here? It's clearly a first down."
He definitely, well, in my opinion, fell down ahead of the line marker. The spot was definitely back. Maybe they're going to say he was, I don't know, Matt. What was it, knee down somewhere? No, I don't think so.
Well, we're gonna, this is it here. This is gonna be a. If the Barons could convert this, they have what they need. If not, the Lions will have a long field to cover.
Well, here we go.
Well, in fact, we're gonna see a quarterback sneak here.
It's Baron football.
First down.
Well, that was a little closer than I would have liked to have seen. We're under 40 seconds here to go.
That could have saved the ball game right there. Could have sent us overtime. Can the Barons punch it in with 35 seconds to go? Ooh, down in the backfield. Now keep in mind, the Barons do not have to get into the end zone here. Do we have enough faith in Riker Ball to put it through the uprights, or whoever's punting for or kicking for us tonight?
I think from where we are, it's definitely a makeable field goal.
I agree. This could be a game-winning field goal here. If the Barons have enough faith in their kicker, if they don't get it in, they've got 2 timeouts to go, 27 seconds on the board. Leo will save their timeout, no doubt, but just kind of some miracle they would get the ball back.
Yeah. The thing that worries me, though, is it's not warming up. So it's like, are we even considering the field goal?
You are absolutely right. There is no one warming up, but I'm not sure who is our field goal kicker.
Well, I think it's right. I think Riker.
I don't know who this is. So is Logan on the field?
I don't see him out there.
All right. Well, here we go. Barron's marching to the end zone. There's the pass. Going to be too far in front of him.
Forward pass. Third and 12.
Oh, this is where you make that decision on if we're considering a field goal. You'll see a short pass. If you're not considering a field goal, you're going to see him go to the end zone.
Well, and I just don't know. You know, if it's me, I'm calling some short yardage here, and I want to be able to.
Well, that's not going to help. That's going to be a loss.
Didn't want negative yardage.
But there is a flag thrown.
Well, maybe it'll be an offside or some sorts. Let's see what we got. However, if it's an accepted holding penalty, it would get Barron's third down again, just 10 yards back. Let's see what we got.
Well, here we go. It is holding.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
I believe he signaled holding. Did he not?
I couldn't really tell. But, I mean, Barons are clearly inside field goal range right now. Well, is it fourth down?
It is fourth down. 17 seconds to go in the ball game. We are tied 28-28.
Nope. All right, good. They moved it back to third. Okay, what are they doing here? The chains are really bothered.
Third down.
Third down. Okay.
Third down. So we got it down to burn here. All right, officials saw something they didn't like there.
Did we jump? Well,
somebody called timeout before the snap, maybe. Or there's a bench warning on the other side.
so it looks like Brady Kohler came over to the side real quick. So I wonder, a lot of times what they'll do is if they see blood on a player, they'll make him go get it wiped off.
Gotcha.
So the way he came over real quick and then ran back out, I would assume it's something to do with that. 17 seconds to go. We're going to pass to the end zone.
All right, it's incomplete. It is fourth down on the 10-yard line. In my humble opinion, you should have a kicker that can put it in. And here we go. The kicking team is taking the field.
So it looks like it is Riker ball.
It is Riker.
Well, he has made his extra points.
One of our star soccer players.
This is only a few yards back from normal.
Going to be a timeout.
That is Leo's last timeout.
Leo trying to save some seconds. They're going to get a kickoff and possibly one play if Riker ball can put this through the uprights.
Yeah. And you know what you could do if you're the Barons, that is their last time out, and they're sending their field goal block team out there. You could very well go out there and send your offense back out, and
you could. You could.
You have the advantage there.
Your offense would definitely have to take care of business. On the other hand, you've got Riker ball, who hasn't missed all night. Like you said, he's almost from his normal distance right here.
Yeah.
And he hasn't missed. This is for the game-winning field goal right here. Riker ball through the uprights. Wyatt's got him on camera. Here we go. We're going to fade out, and we're going to catch the uprights. Here we go. And it's up, and it is good. It is good. Right for ball, just punched it through. And it's going to be a 31-28 ball game. This place is going nuts. 28-28. It is crazy everywhere in the new stadium. It is packed, and the DeKalb Barons are taking a 31-28 lead.
Yeah. With 9 seconds left on the clock.
Now, we know that anything's possible. We know that it can happen.
And keep in mind, Leo has no timeouts. If they get tackled inbounds, the only way to stop the clock is on a first down, but that is a minimal stoppage. So Leo is going to be looking at if they can't return this kick, and for whatever reason, they're going to have to go deep.
Yeah, I think this is a Hail Mary situation, right? You're going to get one chance.
Now, if you're DeKalb, do you squib kick it because you don't want to give their
You know, to me, I'm a firm believer, and I want them as deep as possible. I'm going to try to keep it inbounds. I'm going to try to kick it down there to the 5 or 10. I'm going to make them run it and hopefully force a turnover either on the run back.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm not going to squib kick, give a position where the quarterback just might be able to get a throw to the end zone.
That's true. That's true. And, you know, this is good for the Barons. They didn't have the penalty on that field goal, so they're not kicking from their own 25 like we saw a few weeks ago.
Right.
All right, he's going to send it out of bounds. So they're going to start on the 35. Took no time off. That was.
Yeah, definitely not what we wanted. Well, I guess it's okay. Yeah, it's all right. They didn't run it back for a touchdown, so it was okay. You know,
they're going to have to go 65 yards. They can't stop the clock.
In 9 seconds. And, you know, a Hail Mary, they may get a second chance here, depending on how much pressure we have.
Leo's going to have him re-kick.
Kickoff will take place
So they're going to deny the penalty.
40 yards.
Yeah, they're going to decline it for a re-kick. Oh, so there's a 5-yard. Well, what are we doing here? All right. So 5-yard penalty.
So they're taking, since it went out of bounds, they're taking the 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, in a re-kick. So, I mean, really, this could help, this could hurt. Because if you kick it straight away center and they return it, that may leave them with one play.
Which is exactly what we're hoping happens.
Yeah, I don't know if I was Leo, maybe you take that ball up to 35 and see what you can do. But, you know, let's see if you can get a kick return now.
This time the Barons do squib it, and he's just going to fall on it.
And that helps the Barons.
No run back, yeah.
Yeah, that helped the Barons there. That saved them 5 yards. And took a second off the clock.
Well, here we go. Leo's probably going to have 2 plays at most.
Yeah, 8 seconds. 8 seconds. If it's down, it bounds. The game is probably over.
Well, again, there's only 8 seconds left on the clock. Our new press box cam is just shaking like crazy because every foot in the stadium is stomping.
Incomplete. 4 seconds to go. There's one play. One play remaining. I mean, obviously, if it's like a 3-yard pass out of bounds, they may get 2, but.
But, you know, you're not going to do that for position. You're not going to get close enough to kick a field goal throwing it out of bounds. So now, even if they catch it, they're going to have to run out of bounds because anybody running any amount of distance is going to run time off the clock. So this should be the last play of the game. We'll leave it up to our cameraman Wyatt Nepper to stay on the ball. Here we go.
If you're a defender, just smack the ball to the ground.
Back to pass. And they go short. They are pitching it around. They are throwing it around. They are continuing to throw. It's going to be down.
There we go. And the Barons are going to get the first ever victory against the Leo Lions.
That is a 12-year drought right there, baby. A 12-year drought that the Barons have been hoping to get empty for a long, long time.
And Kira, looks like the student section's about to rush the field.
Well, they're trying, but they're trying to find a way through the fence, I think.
Looks like it's led by Tucker Brown.
Looks like administration got them all corralled. So Mr. Gill doing a nice job keeping them off the field. Well, that is going to finish tonight's ball game. I'll tell you what, a 31-28 win for the Barons on a Riker ball field goal at the end of the game. Just going nuts.
There they go. They let them go.
Student section taking off down around the track. They are headed out onto the field to see them. It is mass pandemonium everywhere down there. Gavin Hort down on the field with the Instacam Wyatt Nepper from up on the booth. And it is crazy on the field tonight. The stands were packed. The Leo coaches, you know, I'm not going to say they're shocked. They knew they were coming into a tough game tonight. They knew they had their hands full without their star running back. The Barons are going to come out victorious 31-28 tonight as the kids are celebrating and the team is celebrating. Shout out to all of our sponsors out there that help us out. The IHSAA, Ben Davis Chevrolet, Medford, Weber and Bly, Culver's. Want to thank Auburn Essential Services. Want to thank the administration. How about Health Markets and Kevin McIntyre? I want a big shout out to him. Nike, one of our corporate sponsors. Want to make sure they get recognized tonight. OPS, our training people that help us so much. Want to thank the OPS people for supporting all of our Tasty Pizza up in Waterloo, doing a phenomenal job helping us out. And all of those other people that just support Baron Athletics in general. A great win tonight for the Barons. Just really excited. 31-28. The student body out on the field celebrating with the Barons. Just a great night for everybody involved as the Barons continue to have a great season. I mean, Coach Baker, you know, I'm hoping your game tomorrow is this exciting.
Oh, well,
all right.
Okay. I hope it doesn't come down to the last play.
Well, I understand. Yeah, I understand
if
that.
it has to, it has to. But I really hope we can take care of business early. But yeah, hopefully we have a similar result, come away with a win.
The Baron boys posing for a picture down there. It looks like everybody getting in on the action. But and what a great senior night for the boys. All right, you know, you walk away with a win. So just really, really exciting for all of them.
It's a great game over.
We talked about it a little earlier tonight when we said, you know, it's really cool to see the excitement when you build something new. And you can't say, you know, you get a new stadium, you get a new coach. But things have been great every year here. You know, I can never remember a bad year. I can remember years we weren't in the win column.
Yeah.
But I've never seen a coach come here and not work hard. I've never seen a groundskeeper or an athletic director not work hard. But when you make a commitment to your kids and make a commitment to your community and you start building, you let them know there's something in the future. And I think this is a great example of that tonight. You know, the stadium is packed. Both sides. Leo stands were packed. DeKalb sides was packed. A great football game that comes down to a field goal by kicker Riker Ball to win the game 31-28. So that's exciting. And not just because kids want to work hard. They come out and they play great football for us tonight. Wyatt, your thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, I thought DeKalb played their hearts out. They played a great game here tonight. They left everything out there. It was really a great way to end off their in-season.
Looks like Gavin Hort is on his way back down through the field. Back down. Keep going, Wyatt.
Yeah, he told me he's heading up. It's just great to see all the support. Like you were saying about the stands shaking more than you've ever heard them. I mean, maybe it's just from this side, but it was really incredible to see and amazing that they could all be a part of this.
Well, I will say this too. You know, Ryan, the stands just shake differently.
Yeah.
I'm just not. They're bigger. You get that many people in them stomping their feet, and there's a lot moving. And the old bleachers moved too, just not as much. Well, that makes sense. They're not as big.
Right.
So-
Yeah. Hey, and you know what? We tested them out, made sure that they were built right because we sure tested them out today.
I do, I think.
Did all that jumping.
What do you think was your pivotal point in the game tonight?
Pivotal point. I mean, the almost 100-yard drive there by the Barons at the beginning of the game. I mean, that was just really incredible. I mean, there's so many opportunities where you could fall short there, but every single Baron just persevered, pushed through that, and that was just such a big win for them. Just getting that drive finished and competing at every single level at every moment against this tough Leo team.
Yeah, absolutely. The Barons played amazing tonight. You know, a couple of bad, or I wouldn't say bad plays. A couple plays didn't go our way, but then the rest of the game, you know, the Barons played great football.
We're so very excited for the boys, and we're hoping that we're able to cover it here against Columbia City for their first round of sectionals, and for however long we're able to follow them as they go on into postseason matchups. We're very excited for the boys and how they've been able to compete this season.
Absolutely, you know, just overall an amazing game, and glad to see the Barons come away with it.
Yeah, I think too. You know, amazing is a great word. When you see enthusiasm by your kids, that's what we're after. And the enthusiasm that we just saw from all of these kids tonight was amazing. You know, you look down in the end zone right now, and we still have a ton of kids, you know, just hanging out with their parents, just celebrating, trying to, you know, just enjoy this moment. And I think that's what high school athletics is about. Moments. You know, you don't remember scores. You remember some scores.
Yes.
I remember most of the losses more than I remember the wins. But you remember the moments. You remember the moments, and whether that was the Timmy Mercer goal going in the upper 90, or whether it was the Cam Krager, you know, 400-meter hurdles at state, or whether it was the Justin Bigelow sub 5400. You know, there's those moments, the Libby Kepi at the free throw line, that I don't forget. But I can't remember the scores of that track meet, or maybe that basketball game, or maybe that. But you remember the moments. And I love it that our kids are down there tonight having these great moments, okay? And I love that our administration continues to support moments like these and works really hard. Even for us tonight, you know, like I said earlier, our administration called us and they said, hey, you guys want to be in the new press box? And, you know, Tech just left here just not 3 minutes ago making sure we were okay. They're doing that for our kids, doing that for them to make sure that our kids that are working tonight and our kids that are going to watch this tomorrow are out there. So, well, hey, from all of us here at BTV, we are so thrilled. Last minute thoughts, Baker, Wyatt, I know you already gave them. Anything else? Baker, I'll say this. Good luck tomorrow at Unified. We'll be rooting for you, okay? We are not approved to cover your game, so I'm sorry about that. And Wyatt, I wish you the best of luck in your last couple of days here to fall break, all right?
Yeah, thank you.
Until next time, we are on the air next weekend, so look for us. We hopefully will bring you the game as long as we get everything worked out with the IHSAA to be bringing you that. So from all of us here at Baron Football, we are glad you joined us on BTV. And until we meet again, like we like to say, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.